Yeah, the story of Resistance is basically, if you don't have a lot of knowledge of Resistance and Killzone as kind of the trilogy of PlayStation trying to make shooters, Resistance 1, 2, and 3, Killzone 1, 2, and 3, I don't count Shadowfall, Mercenary, or the Resistance PSP, or the Resistance Vita game. But this was PlayStation's attempt at trying to make, like, a Halo competitor. Not a Halo killer, because that was Haze, and we've played Haze. But this was PlayStation's attempt at making, like, their own Call of Duty or their own Halo. This was kind of the boom of the first-person shooter. Killzone 2 had a good story. Yeah, and I have found good stories on the back of, like, brochures that have been stuffed into my mailbox. No, I haven't. That's a lie. Killzone does not have a good story. Killzone has a good story if you have a lead weight for a brain. Killzone survives on one thing, and that's the visuals for the era are impressive. Dog shit narrative. Dog shit narrative. Like, buddy, if you like the Killzone narrative, I gotta ask you, do you have a Black Templar army or nope? See, I guess I just have higher standards for what I consider good. I don't think the Killzone stories are good. But I also, I don't respect the Guerrilla Games, so. Killzone is also the rare curse of one game is good and the next two are worse. Killzone 2, I remember being a biggish deal, and I remember playing it that I was like, there could have been something here. I remember there could have been something here. What do you mean by I don't respect the Guerrilla Games? Okay, I respect games with gorillas in them. I don't respect Guerilla games. Killzone is Insomniac? No, Resistance is Insomniac, bozo. Why are you trying to fucking out-slop shooter knowledge me? Yeah, I'm playing Resistance right now. I'm not, I'm dumb, I'm sorry. Yeah, get owned. Welcome to the theater of the mind. It's fine. It's an easy mistake to make. Guerrilla Games, they made Killzone and they made Horizon Zero Dawn. They are the never-ending creators of mid. I love the Horizon Zero Dawn, though, for one reason. Every time we get a Horizon Zero Dawn game, we get peak, so. Otherwise, I could do without most Horizon Zero Dawn games. I don't think they're good, nor are they bad. I think they're kind of like sit within this like interesting level of mid where the robots look cool, but everything surrounding the robots is kind of stupid. Oh man, how does this? Oh yeah, look at this. Is some nasty shit right here. This was also during the era where they couldn't figure out what they wanted to do for Resistance 1 especially had this problem where they didn't know what they wanted to do for how to do the shoots. And so square is reload, L1 is shoot, and then R2 is switch your weapon. Right trigger is weapon switch. And this is another reason that we play some of these PS3 shooters on easy, is because I wouldn't wish playing this slippery son of a bitch on hard to anybody in this world. Resistance also joins the weird like series of games where it was all about alien, turn you into goop, and then turn you into alien. But we do get to see the bug in my mouth scene again, which I'm really excited about. L1, trigger, R2 is switch weapons. That's, L1 is grenade, and then L2 is crouch. R2 is weapon switch, R1 is shoot, L2 is crouch. Circle is grenade, X is jump. Triangle is melee. Right click is iron sight. Buddy, I can't hit that guy. The control too slippery. Buddy, I can hit that guy. I'm slippery. God, I love the alternate history World War II as well, because you get alternate history World War II. You get like weird fucking guns. The M5A2. Are your bullets not hit scan? I can't remember if in Resistance 1 they're hit scan or projectile. They might all be projectile. Resistance 1 also is a health bar shooter, so you have to pick up medkits. Was it slop already? I thought this was July. Nah, I just thought, you know, for the weekend, why don't we play Resistance 1, 2, and 3? I've been meaning to play through the Resistance Trilogy. So I thought, yeah, you know what, for the weekend, why don't we play the Resistance Trilogy, huh? Killzone also did medkits and switched to red screen in 2. True. Well, because they were following trends. Like, Killzone and Resistance are very much series where, like, the first game kind of did its own thing. Little bit of stealing from Halo on both of them, but Killzone 1 was on PS2. They kind of did their own thing, and then 2 and 3 for both games started following like the Call of Duties and the Halo, and they fundamentally fully dived into, okay, we are no longer doing our own thing. We don't want to do that anymore. We want to do whatever everybody else is doing instead of doing our own thing. It makes more sense. And then Cody Rhodes is going to be in the Street Fighter movie. I know they're making him Guile. They're gonna give him the hair. Actually, I think that the Street Fighter movie is probably going to be dog shit if they're casting a wrestler. I don't care if it's Cody Rhodes. I just think if you're casting a wrestler, it's going to be shit. And Cody Rhodes isn't somebody who has a lot of like the one thing I remember about Cody Rhodes, his acting career. He was in an episode of Warehouse 13. That's the one thing. I remember that he was in Warehouse 13, and that's it. His acting career kind of dire, IMO. So I'm not going to be surprised if, you know, the Street Fighter movie ends up being dog shit with him casting Cody Rhodes first. 2 wrestlers, actually. Roman Reigns plays Akuma. Oh, it's going to be absolute dog shit then. Got it. You're going to do a Street Fighter movie and you're not going to cast Kenny Omega, Mr. Street Fighter himself? Okay. You'll cast him in commercials, but you won't cast him in your movie? Okay. Kenny Omega has been in multiple different Street Fighter commercials and he's not going to be in the Street Fighter movie? All right. Call me, wake me up when they get Kenny Omega. Wake me up when I give a damn. Ooh, about time for me to get full of bugs. Who's ready for a bug dinner? Who's ready for bug meal? Oh, I am. I love bug. And when do I get to be full of bugs? Right around here, I thought. Oh, maybe it's a little bit further. We're close. I know I know it happens pretty early on we get full of bug. Yeah, I know Roman Reigns is Akuma. What an interesting character. What an interesting wrestler to pick for Akuma. What is Roman Reigns' acting career? Wasn't he on the rock like Samoan island in Hobbs and Shaw? Didn't like Hobbs and Shaw have some kind of weird like, we've relegated all the Samoans to the island. We have to go to my island where all my family is. There we go. Bugs. 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 But what if you were so hungry, all you had to eat was bugs? Eat him. Eat him. You're so hungry. Such a good cutscene. It's such a good cutscene. They would never have Master Chief eat 1 million bugs. They would never. Master Chief would never eat 1 million bugs. They would have Riku. Dude, did they have a scene in Kingdom Hearts where Riku ate 1 million bugs? Did he do that? Did they do that in Kingdom Hearts? When you walk away, you eat bug, I say. They have a part where he has bugs in him. Oh my god, they have Kingdom Hearts where Riku eat bug. That's crazy. Kind of feel like a bug stack crossover. Hearts of Iron 4 Resistance mod playthrough win. Is that a thing? Number one, no, because I'm not playing Hearts of Iron 4. I would rather be dipped in hot tar and then rolled around in feathers and then dropped in front of like I don't know, a chicken shoot competition. Is that real? Is it real? I don't know. That chat member said it out of pocket. Yeah, I'm fine. They filled me up with bugs. You're my heel boy, right? I know it's my favorite though, dude. It's the Little guy. Every Halo killer needed a Little guy. Singularity had a Little guy. I don't think Hayes had a Little guy actually though. Hayes is kind of weird in that I don't think it has a Little guy. Resistance got one. I think Killzone got one. Singularity got one. Wolfenstein, I think, has one. Resistance definitely got one. I mean, you really can't do much. Without a Little guy, what do? You need a Little guy like the Flood. Hayes' little guy were the slurs? Nah, I think Hayes' little guy was the one Yoda, like, jump scare. When you're in the swamp and the Yoda jump scare you. That might be Hayes' little guy. Hearts of Iron 4 having big mod support is a hell of a temptation for me to actually enjoy RTS games. Well, guess what, buddy? Hearts of Iron isn't an RTS. Isn't Hearts of Iron, isn't that a grand strategy? Am I right in my terminology? Yeah, Hearts of Iron is not an RTS. That is a grand strategy. So if you don't know shit about, like, you need to know troop logistics. You need supply lines. Grand strategy is a genre. It is separate from RTS. Real-time strategy means real-time strategy. Like Civ isn't an RTS either. People call it that. They're wrong. It's a 4X game. Yeah, Hearts of Iron is a spreadsheet game. Stellaris is also a grand strategy game. I heal from Nectar. Wait a second here. That's health? Do I heal from Nectar? I think I'm fucking hazing out, dude. Well, RTS isn't just you control squads. RTS is real-time strategy. Meaning that your troops move in real time. That's why, like, Age of Empires, or Age of Mythology, or Sim Ant, or Sarge's Heroes. There's no turns. StarCraft is RTS. Civ is 4X. And if you close your eyes, does it hurt to feel like haze is always here? Buddy, I'm really good at playing PS3 shooters. I'm not gonna lie to you. On easy especially, yeah, I've played Haze. Like at least 3 times in the last 3 years, so. And yeah, I'm gonna play it again this year. I always thought it was lame. Do you remember, no games coming off the top of the head, but do you remember when video games would do that bullshit thing where like, enemies had bio-coded weapons so you couldn't pick up their guns? I'm trying to think of there was an FPS I played a while back, and I think it had the thing where, like, you couldn't pick up enemy weapons for some dumb reason because they said, oh, no, yeah, because the enemy's weapons are bio-coded, you can only go in with your loadout. Oh, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 does that. That sucks. I didn't play that one, though. Crysis, I think. One of the Crysis does that. One of the Crysis game do that. You're right. Did 2 do that? Crysis does not do that? No, you're right. You're right. I thought something in Crysis 2 did that, and then you got it, like, turned off. They did that in Infinite Warfare, I think. It's been a while. Like, I don't remember what game that was that I played. Honestly, didn't leave that big of an impression. I just remember that weapons were bio-coded to the enemy so you couldn't pick them up. No such thing occurred in Crysis 2. I'm going to defer to you because it's been at least a year or 2 since I played it, so I'm going to have to defer to you. You have to change your name to the Crysis Hero now. Me when I'm powerful. We love the slowly trundle down the big hallway. Use your tank to shoot him. Thank you, Insomniac. This could have been in Spider-Man, dude. This is bullshit that this wasn't it. This could have been in Spider-Man, dude. Where was this in Spider-Man? Tank sections are always better than turret sections, but only because they're better power fantasies, I think. A turret section is a stationary power fantasy, and it sucks. Because at that point, you're just playing a carnival game where you win every time. Tank sections, you just feel big and beefy and powerful. I don't want to play an entire world of tanks, mind you, but I do like the tank section. Make me feel strong, make me feel big. Behind the wheel of Bertha, I am always strong. I like turret sections, yeah. Okay, well, maybe go play Ride the Hell Retribution then. You'd love the turret sections in the new Doom game. I love a Doom game that make me stationary and shoot at the guy. Oh, 1 sec, sorry, I gotta fucking... This tank is a fat ass. Oh shit, we're in Old York, I didn't even realize. Hey, what's up, man? Can you... Yeah, thanks, man, can you stop that? I think tank sections always clear out turret sections. The only kind of turret sections I don't mind are the ones where you're like, I guess defend the base, like survival missions, where you have the turret for a limited time. And it does feel good to get, like, wave clears off with something like that. I think the British call it York Origins. If a tank doesn't have a fat ass, then what's the point? Tank sections need to be you control the tank and you control the gun. Tank sections are helicopter sections. Tank sections. Helicopter sections are just mobile turret sections, usually. Tank sections, you control the tank and the gun. What about plane sections? Like in what? Like, Call of Duty, like when you control, like, the jets, kind of? And even then, a lot of the time, you're just swapping back over to the turret. I remember Crysis 1 had a terrible helicopter section. I never got far enough in Crysis 1. I remember the last time I streamed it, we created the plastic chair review, and that was all that came of it. Up. Love me a good whap-em. Love me a good whap-em. Come here. Oh, I'm on the gun now. Whoops. What, are you going to go back and finally get all 3 Duke symbols on the Duke Nukem Forever slot machine? It's never possible. It's literally an impossibility. I googled it. Nobody has ever gotten the jackpot. Could you imagine, like, you get the jackpot for Duke Nukem Forever, you finally get all 3 of the Duke symbols, and then it just showed you a nude picture of Randy Pitchford? It's not in the game files. It sends a signal to the Gearbox like a Gearbox archive, and it just downloads a picture of nude Randy. I could be the first to unlock the picture of nude Randy, finally. Fuck, kid, please, I've been good. Computer, can you generate me a picture of nude Randy? We should decompile Duke Nukem Forever to find out if it's possible. Oh, the slot machine? If I knew anything about computers, I would be on that right away. But I don't know anything about computers, so I can't decompile shit. The only thing I can decompile is, I don't know, I was gonna say a fat, sweaty turd, but, like, I don't know. That means that maybe I'm, like, holding a poo in my hands and, like, trying to sift through it. Like I'm going through owl pellets back in biology class. Check the diet of this guy. Sift through his poop and see what's inside. Mad today, dude. I was playing horse game earlier. Could not get Marazinski up to a B. Bullshit. I got the one of the I think it was like the class rep horse up to a B plus. Mad about the horse game, dude. Cannot get Marazinski up to a B. You sifted through shit in high school? No, middle school. They never had you go through like owl pellets? Wait, you actually like that game? It's a lot of fun. A lot of people are playing the horse game, man. Join the pack today. You gotta join the herd, I'm sorry. Looking at a picture of Pinkie Pie, closing my eyes, opening them. It's Urara now. Then if you close your eyes, does it hurt to feel like nothing's changed at all? I refuse to play the gacha. It's fun. I'm sorry that you're missing out. I hate being that guy, but it is like the most fun gacha out right now. Eventually, all will enjoy feminine horse product. It's a lot of fun, dude. I hate saying it. I already have a gacha game. I can't play another. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's more fun than any gacha on the market. It's more fun than any gacha on the market. And the characters are much more interesting. And like, it's genuinely peak. The best penis flattener is still a penis flattener. It's not even a penis flattener. It's a penis engorger. I don't know. Not to say that, like, I look at the horses and I go, those horses, you should fuck those horses. But more so, wow, I feel really good when my horse wins a race. I give them a sugar cube. Well, no, actually, I give them a big beef curry. Is Miku in it? I only play gacha games with Miku. I mean, they could add Miku at some point. Miku horse. They could add Miku at some point. You never know. Miku horse could happen. They could do a wrestling collab like King of Fighters. John Cena horse. Dwayne The Rock Johnson horse. First guy horse in Pretty Derby, and it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Soldier, wake up. Nice nipple, soldier. Highly rendered. Wow. Give him a little, can I give it a little kiss? There we go. I'm glad every PS3 shooter always has the same guy as the protag. Every PS3 video game aside from Uncharted and The Last of Us had the same guy as the protagonist. Jonathan Bald. That was the peak time for bald guys was 2006 to 2013. They kept making bald guys heroes. They kept doing it. This was the era of bald. What about Puppeteer, Brendan? Okay, well, I'm not talking about fucking Puppeteer, buddy. Well, you want me to talk about 3D dot heroes, Brendan? Enchanted Arms. Bring back the bald era. I don't know, man. I kind of don't mind the era we're in right now, but that's because they're rendering a lot of great asses. You seen Celebrate, brother? Celebrate. I mean, I know it's like near Automata, but worse. But humana wazowie howie wowie dowie. Whoa. Wait a minute. 50 Cent is in the Street Fighter movie? Oh no, yeah, that movie's cooked. Never mind. Not gonna lie, this is bullshit. What's that? Hey, can you fucking, what the fuck? Oh god, do I got a 6-axis? That's right. I forgot it's a 6-axis. You gotta fucking like spread your controller. I was gonna talk about some commentary here. I was doing some delightful commentary, fuckers. Anyway, does anybody know about like 1940 to 1950s bathrooms? Because if we're in Britain still, which I can't remember if we're in Britain still, these are very American stalls. I don't know if these are British stalls, but also I don't know how like British military installations would do their bathrooms. World War II expert here. British bases actually didn't have any water closets, only big buckets. I mean, that makes sense to me too. Like if you have a chamber pod, you pooping in the cauldron. You making stinky stew in the cauldron. It's kind of what they did, didn't they? They just popped out the big chamber pot. You'll shit in the hole and you'll like it. I mean, during times of war, I mean, you're gonna dig the latrine, buddy. Thank you, Bob Pineman, for the Prime sub. 50 Cent in Street Fighter? I remember back when it only cost $0.25. Weird bit. Is 50 Cent trying to make a big push to get into acting again? Is he bored? Is he bored of financing mid-music? Is he... I don't know, man. I'm kind of, just from hearing the casting alone, I'm kind of smelling a bomb. Isn't he like 1 billion years old now, 50 Cent? I think it would be in his 50s, right? 40s, late 40s or 50s, right? We need another movie, video game where a bunch of famous rappers put their names and likenesses into it. I think we need more former baseball players to use all of their money, steal state money, and then use it to fund an RPG video game that, like, a bunch of people will like, but, like, when you actually play it, because your friend told you that it was, like, really, really good, when you actually play it, it's okay, but it's nothing to write home about. Yeah, I'm Kingdoms of Amalur posting. Shame about Amalur. Didn't Amalur get, like, a remastered edition? I was wondering what the fuck you were talking about. Oh yeah, Kingdoms of Amalur was funded by a baseball player and the state of Rhode Island. Like, it was literally this former baseball player went, I want to make my video game. And props to him for the level of social engineering it must have taken just to get that game out and released and made. It did. I've been playing it, and it's firmly decent, I guess. That's where Amalur has always been that, dog. It's always been this is okay. My choir teacher in college was wildly obsessed with Amalur. He was like, oh, Brendan, you got to play this one, dude. Amalur's so fucking peak, dude. It's so awesome. And then I played it, and I was like, this is okay. I mean, it's no Two Worlds 2. It's no Two Worlds, you know. Two Worlds is like Oblivion on steroids. It's like a Far Cry 3 was like Oblivion or Skyrim with guns. It's fucked up that every time I think about like Far Cry 3, I think about the fact that like the guy who was quoted as saying Far Cry 3 is like Skyrim with guns is the guy who inevitably went and jacked off in his offices to get fired. Crazy through line. Brendan, 3 Worlds win. Didn't 2 Worlds 2 get picked up by a weird like private equity firm or something, and then they were trying to put like microtransactions into it for a bit? Because 2 Worlds 2 had some weird update years ago, and they were trying to put like weird microtransactions into it, even though the base of the game is broken. That'd be like fucking putting, I don't know, time gates in Singularity, just because Xbox is like, we own this now. We gotta do something with it. Hey, Microsoft, can you stop fucking firing devs and start like funding like Raven Software to have their own game, and then we'll give you $1 million, bud? Can you stop, please? Because like, really, that's all a lot of gamers don't know that they need, is you pull Raven Software out of the Call of Duty mines, you hire some of the original devs, and then you just give them free reign for 2 games. You would make more money than any of the slop you're trying to push. So, no, we must shovel more money into the AI fire. Did you hear Microsoft employees talking about how like Microsoft is so mad that people aren't using AI in the workplace that they're now forcing some employees to use AI? They're like, no, you have to use these tools. We got these tools for you. You have to use them. It must be dire, dude. It's gotta be dire. You see, they don't want reasonable money. They want the most money that could possibly happen. You know how you get the most money that could possibly happen? With goodwill and funding video games that people want to play. Instead of the 50th Skinner box, they want hypothetical short-term games that don't really exist. I mean, that's the... It's the cycle of grift. It's the... We should fire and then lower quality product and then we save money. Oh, damn, we're losing money. We should fire and then make low quality products again. It's like, you know, dude, I think a lot of like CEOs would really prosper from playing a video game like Pretty Derby, I think. Understanding that you have to care for your horse, you have to put the time and effort into them, and then when you legacy your horse, you get other horses that are even better because of the legacy of the previous horse. I think we should force CEOs to play Pretty Derby, then they'd get it, dude. Is this very Hayes cargo container when we see that one guy who's like, damn, bitch, they're killing people. Somebody in C-Suite got sold on AI bullshit, then sold a bunch of others, now no one can admit they fucked up. Well, yeah, because if they admit they fucked up, that's failure. And then they got to take a severance package, and then they can't sit in the office and eat chips all day, making millions of dollars eating chips all day and telling people to fuck off. And instead they got to sit in their Mega Million mansion, freaking doing nothing, twiddling their thumbs because they never had a hobby. The only hobby they ever had was make more money. They never had a hobby. They never had any joys in life. All they thought of was money. Then they have to sit in their empty fucking mansion. Their kids fucking hate them or just ask them for money. No joy in their life aside from making number go up. Oh no, they would never be in the office. That's silly, actually. They're in the office 1 time a month. You're right. You're right, wife. They'd have to be in the office to be in the office. Brendan being Uma-pilled is such a funny situation. It's a good horse game. I like it. You know how much time I put into Regalia Lost? I don't know why chat often assumes I'm not a multifaceted individual with a spread of different interests. Like, it's kind of ridiculous that sometimes you put me into an archetype that I'm not in. I am a multifaceted individual with many different interests, and like I go through phases of liking things. Jack of all trades, jack off of all trades, master of none. I'm just surprised you enjoy Gacha Gruel. That's because the key to a successful Gacha game is the core gameplay loop. It has to actually be fun, and the horse racing is fun. Like, I don't know, man. I know I put on the assumed front of a dipshit, but like, at my core, I'm a myriad of different things. I am a man, but I'm also a rat, but I'm also a skeleton, so. That's at least 3 things right there. I have read more books than you, meaning I'm smart because I've seen more words than you will ever see in your life. So maybe fucking sit down. I mean, truly, yeah, at my core, I definitely am a dipshit. But also because I'm not want to put on a front of assumed intelligence, because that always leads to a downfall. Making everybody think you're super smart until somebody who actually knows what the fuck they're talking about enters the room. And I'd rather just be a dipshit from the start. That way when somebody who knows what they're talking about enters the room, I can learn about the thing instead of being stupid. When Brendan gets into RTS, it'll be like witnessing a solar eclipse. I like RTS games, man. RTS isn't a genre that you literally missed it when I was playing, not Age of Wonders, that's 4X. I guess when I was playing Against the Storm is kind of an RTS. I was playing that a couple of times, and I like that one. It's a lot of fun. I was playing Nine Kings the other day. More of a roguelike RTS, but I played a lot of Age of Mythology when I was a kid. I played a lot of Age of Empires when I was a kid. I have that Ant game from Hooded Horse on my list. I like RTSs, I just don't stream them. The only video games that I dislike are MMOs and platformers and some fighting games. That's it. And I'm 100% with you when I tell you those are the three genres that I don't like. You feel like that's a lot of games if you play a lot of games in that genre, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not a lot of games. Also, I streamed Halo Wars and Halo War. Yeah, I streamed Halo Wars. So I have streamed an RTS. I remember that stream. It got me to buy it. It's a fun fucking game. Sorry, I got a fucking 6-axis to get those guys off me. No old school RuneScape arc then? Nah, because my account got stolen. Actually, that already happened 3 or 4 years ago. And no, we're not. No, when my grandma stole my hobby whip, that was high school. That would have been like 15 years ago. Go into the pod. Save them from the pod. They're in the pod right now. Get them out of the pod, Bald. You're gonna have to get them out of the pod. They're birthing them out the chamber. Get out of the pod, pod boy. I don't see why they don't just blow up all the Chimera. It feels easy. You just blow them up. You have so many bombs. An infinite amount of bombs. An endless supply of bombs. We do have a lot of bombs. Even at this point, we would have had a lot of bombs. Not like as many bombs as we have now, because we got a lot of bombs now, but we would have had a lot of bombs. Why don't they just simply move the Earth away from the alien? I mean, isn't one of the Resistance game they're trying to make a virus that kill all the Chimera? What would Holden Bloodfeast do against the Chimera? Holden Bloodfeast, Iowa Senator? Holden Bloodfeast would say, listen here, we can't impose sanctions on the aliens just because we don't understand them. We should give them bombs. We should give them bombs? Yes, we should give them bombs. I don't get why you want to give the... Okay, I guess we'll give them bombs. Holden Bloodfeast would want to sell them bombs, yeah. And then you're going to play the PSP and the Vita Resistance games? No, because I don't think Vita emulation is in a good spot, right? You would basically have to get a PS TV and then get a copy of the game and hope that it doesn't have any, like... I think that the Resistance game and the Killzone game are maybe playable through the PS TV, but like I'd have to check because that's a big problem with the PS TV is it doesn't play every Vita game, just some of them. And then I think you can play the Resistance PSP game digitally on the Vita? Maybe. There were some PSP games you could play on the Vita. I don't know if you can play a PSP Resistance game on the PS3, even though I know there were also some digital PSP games you could play on the PS3. One of them is on the PlayStation Store. Ah, okay. See, I was getting to that. It's probably the PSP one, because I don't think they ever did that with Vita. He died. Yeah. Thank you, Captain Obvious. That happens in video games sometimes, where you get shoot a billion times. You never played fuck, you never hear about video games. It's like that Control-Alt-Delete comic. Somebody says they want their audio lossless, and I'd be like, what do I do with all these JPEGs then? I always remember this area because it is very weirdly Bayou core. Maybe the floating Morrowind mushrooms are the reason. I legitimately cannot remember where this is taking place. I think it's supposed to be British, but like... Do you see all the Morrowind, like the Driders? What are those guys up to? What are they doing? Why do they float like that? What are they up to? What are they thinking about? Are those also made of people? I need more biomass. How goes the fall of man? Oh, you know. Playing it and living through it. You died. You don't need to be a Dark Souls death screen. You're just mad I'm not playing Poos Party games right now. I can fucking feel that energy escaping your body. Every day I don't play it is a day that you're going to fucking curse me with your visions. You will poo, you will party. On this, I swear. Dark Souls Death Screen was actually my nickname back in high school. Why? Because you came early and it was like a failure in Dark Souls? Every pussy... well, you know, I'm not going to assume, but every sexual encounter was like a Dark Souls boss fight, but you had a small stamina bar. You gotta invest in vitality, dude. You gotta take those whole hog vitamins, you know? I don't know why they put a gorilla on the gorilla pills or a rhino on the rhino pills. I guess they kind of imply virility. But I think if I was buying some kind of penis or sexual like endurance pill, I'd want a hog on there. Because when I'm down there, it'd be like I'm truffle hunting. Like, that's what I want to see. Gorillas have tiny dicks. I can't say anything unless my mods destroy me. So, well, one of my mods. I can't say anything about gorilla dick. I would get in trouble. I would get like a bunch of DMs like, hey, buddy. Heard what you were saying on the stream about gorilla dick. Hey, say that to my face. Say it to my face. I can't talk about the assumed size of gorilla peens, so. Proportionally, gorillas have smaller penises than most other primates. Well, I would assume, but only because, like, I would assume gorillas have smaller penises, but I would assume in the wild that's going to help you with, I don't know, dude, mobility. You don't want that hog swanging? And since we, in the human race, haven't been swanging dong for, you know, we were swanging dong way back in the day, but since we no longer swang dong regularly, I don't know, do penis size go up? Do it go down? What's the national average for male penises between like from the last, I don't know, like 30 years? You think? What's the chart look like? Penis go up or penis go down? I left what is happening. We're talking about, I wanted to know if somebody could find me a graph that tell me whether or not penis size over the last 20, 30 years has gone up or down. Average probably goes up. That's what I was thinking, is average goes up. Well, yeah, average height goes up, so average penis also go up. Ain't the average always been 7 inches? I thought the average was like 6 to 5.5. 7 is a lot. As somebody with a slightly above average hog, 7 feels like it would be a lot. And also, I don't know. I don't believe anybody who says they've never measured their penis. I think that's just a thing you do as a guy at some point. Well, that's a thing you do as a penised individual at some point. Well, it's like boobs. You have boobs. You play with your boobs. I assume that boobed individuals play with their boobs sometimes. I have not, because I don't own a ruler. Duh, you got fucking measuring app on your phone. I haven't really. Interesting to see how many liars there are in chat today. The measuring gnome got me covered. True. Dude will literally run towards your location just to help you out. It's not sexual for him, it's a job. That's what he does. Have you already played this? Yeah, but like I didn't beat it. And also I thought, you know, we played Resistance 2 a little bit on stream. Why not just go back to it? And also curves upward. Ah, see. You have the bonus. That's the bonus feed. I think I have a pretty straight dong. No foreskin, pretty straight draw. I think my dong's pretty straightforward. Circumcised, pretty straight, no curve, no crooked. I feel like after you get, like, I don't know, above 7 inches, it's just like, that's kind of big, dude. And also, yeah, you know, it always has been about the motion of the ocean rather than the actual, like, size of the hog. Like, do we rocket a scimitar? That's fair. What concerns me is more so radius of the dong for me, because it's kind of like a cheese wheel. Cheese wheel? Yeah, all my dick points for my height all went to the radius of the dong, the girth. All my dick points went to girth. I don't know what they were looking at for the character sheet. They just all went to girth. Need the long haul, but yeah, it's that kind of dick that makes you over encumbered in the UI. Yeah. How long do you think it's going to take you to beat this game, boss? I saw that prospectively the time to beat was 11 hours, but I'm gonna beat it before then, definitely. It's not going to take me that long. We should make all our world leaders have big dongs so we can have actual dick measuring contests. We don't need actual dick measuring contests. We have enough of that. Now, can never remember, are you infinitely spawning or are you limited spawns? This is one of those things with older video games that, like, you kind of got to figure out as you play it. This is like, I don't know, Call of Duty World at War comes to mind, where it's very much the enemies will not stop coming. So I kind of got to figure out, are you limited spawns or are you don't stop coming? Cannot remember for Resistance. I think Killzone has a couple of don't stop coming segments. Well, one. I think 2 is limited for sure, because the enemy spawns are either dictated by a set number of enemies killed or dictated by a set amount of progress made by the player. And that's why in World at War, if you play the campaign and veteran, you have to hold on to smoke grenades, because it's not about killing the enemies, it's about moving up. Most FPS of this era had infinite spawns that rotate as you move. No, Resistance 1 to 2 were about the time where they started switching it up a little bit. But that is also why I'm playing this on easy and not hard, because I could probably do normal. But I kind of just want to remember I kind of just want to play through the game again, because I never beat it. So this is more about beating it than it is about, like, you know, showing off my gamer prowess on a fucking doo-doo PS3, 30 FPS shooter. Play The Godfather 1 and 2 much better than Mafia. In The Godfather 1 and 2, you actually manage your Mafia a little bit. 2 more than 1. Ah, true. What one do I have? I have 1 on PS2. Yeah, you managed them as a Don in 2. I remember that.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, and you ask me to subscribe to the Battle Pass. Unforgivable. Unforgivable what you've done. You put Hatsune Miku behind the Music Pass, and I can't just buy her. I have to actually play the game to unlock her on the day of my daughter's wedding. Unforgivable. Unforgivable what you've done here. I will not forget this transgression against me and my family. You're telling me that Urara is never going to win the Big Derby? And even though I play her racing mode and I can compete in the big race, you're telling me on the day of my daughter's big race that my daughter will never win the big race, that she will inevitably fall to the wayside and lose because she doesn't have proficiency in running and racing over normal turf? Unforgivable. Unforgivable.
Never seen The Godfather. I assume it's like that. I have seen Rugrats the movie, where they have the Godfather segment, but that's all I've seen, so. Francis Ford Slopola stays winning. The only Coppola movie I've ever seen is Megalopolis. I stay winning that way. Oh, I forgot about the dog shit shield on the funny turrets.
You come to me on the day of my daughter's movie premiere, and you tell me that her movie premiere is dog shit, and that her movies are dog shit? Unforgivable. Unforgivable. The shit I gotta put up with in here. Hollywood ain't the same since they drove out 40% of the sex pests. It's not the same.
We did get lost out of translation out of the Coppola, so at least there's that. Haven't seen it. Not a movie watcher. Right now I'm in my Ultraman arc, so. I think the worst episode of Ultraman so far for me has been the episode where there's a giant monster and it's eating a bunch of pearls, and the woman member of the task force gets really, really mad because she can't buy pearls, so they go and kill the monster so that pearls are affordable, and then she buys a bunch of pearls. Going to the chapel and I'm gonna shoot bugs. Going to the chapel and I'm gonna shoot bugs. Elmer Fudd, when he hears that Bugs Bunny is getting married, Elmer Fudd roleplay be like, that Wascally Rabbit. He thinks he's hot stuff, don't he? That Wascally Rabbit's not gonna know what fucking hit him. Thanks for reminding me of my annual time shift playthrough. Have to get that one. You have a annual playthrough of a video game with the protagonist who wears the yellow helmet. I have an annual playthrough of a video game with the protagonist who wears the yellow helmet. We are not the same. My annual playthrough is Haze. On account of the fact I have my Haze Shrine. You're playing a much more interesting and better game than I. You have a time shift shrine. I have a Haze Shrine. We are different. You still have the Haze Mints? Yeah, of course I do. 1 second. Yeah, let me pull that to the right here. So it's the Haze magazine insert. It's the Japanese copy of Haze. It's a can of Haze nectar. It's a copy of Haze. It's the Haze strategy guide and a special Haze calendar. So it is the #1 collection of Haze memorabilia in the United States. What prayer do I make to Haze? Haze guide me. Haze protect me. Haze, please no slurs today's. Is the Japanese copy different? We'll find out. What's still on the Haze wish list? 2 things. One, something that I'm going to buy over the next month or so. And then the important one is the United Kingdom video game store game released a steelbook and a nectar glow stick, but there's only one that is being sold on the internet, and it's dented, and they're asking $200 fucking for it. And I'm like, buddy, I would be willing to maybe go 50. I'm not going 200 on that. It was 150. They bumped it up at some point to 200. Is it a bad dent or can you buff it? It's a bad dent. And I'm not paying 200 for a dented game case. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do a Haze Steelbook crowdfund, buddy. You could put that money towards a myriad of different things. 1, you can put that money towards personal joys. 2, you can put that money towards an actual good use. Absolutely not. I will not crowdfund something that I refuse to crowdfund something that is for my enjoyment. Coward? I'm not a coward. I just don't like that. Like, it's like if a streamer said, okay, we're crowdfunding a new anime figure for me. Like, absolutely not. That's silly. I get it if I had to crowdfund for anything, it would probably be equipment if my, like, computer fucking broke. I get doing that. But not for something that you enjoy. I can get my own sillies. How many copies of Haze do you own? It's not about quantity, man. It's like the Sneak King guy who collects only copies of Sneak King, or Billy only collecting Norbit. For me, it's not about quantity. I don't want every copy of Haze. What would I do with that? That's stupid. I want every merchandise and every marketing item that ever released for Haze, because then that's interesting. You go quality over quantity. Quantity is like, you know, I definitely do respect and do think the bit of Billy collecting copies of Norbit is funny. But like, look at all the copies of Haze I have. Like, that's not as impressive as having every piece of merchandising for Haze. You have the PAL version of Haze. That's kind of the Japanese version. It doesn't have a different case for the PAL version, so I didn't want to get it. If it had different art, I would have gotten it. When will we get a Haze remaster for PC? You are joking, but on April 1st, Night Dive did an interview about future games they may remaster or remake, and they talked about how they kind of want to look at video games that failed traditionally to see if they can kind of bring them back in a better form, B, to PC, and C, to see if an audience would be interested in something like that. And the first game they mentioned in that interview was Haze. I am manifesting it. I'm doing my darndest to manifest a Haze reboot. But it was April Fool's. But the interview was sincere. And the Haze re-release, I think, personally, I think that a Haze re-release could make its money back. Now, I don't think it would be very successful depending on what you do with it, but I think that a Haze re-release could make its money back. And I say that because the casual interest from FPS fans, I think would call enough people to pick it up. Putting the Rend back into Brendaniel. Why are you ripping me apart? Why did I grab my PS5 controller? Man, if only. If only I could play this on a heavier controller. But no, I gotta play this on PS3. I don't know why. I've actually thought about just putting weights into the PS3 controller just because it's too light. I thought about just taping batteries to the back of it just so it's heavier. What if I just tape some weights to this son of a bitch? It needs the girth. It needs heft. It's so light. The PS3 controller, my largest problem is it has always felt kind of cheap. Take them apart and put lead circles in them. I gotta put fishing weights. Tie rocks to my hands. Oh, you know what? I need those weighted bracers like Rock Lee and Nart. If I'd be like that guy from Nart, then I gotta get the bowl cut. Then I gotta have like a dad with a bowl cut. Sorry, like a sensei with a bowl cut. Actually, Rock, I've been thinking about getting like trying I guess a spirit guru or a guide. I've been looking for a sensei. Are you open for that, or am I gonna have to look somewhere else? As somebody who is older than you, I've been looking for a sensei, I think. Do you have enough free time to take that, or like, oh, do you want guidance from me? I kind of just want to learn ancient ways. I think you may have some spiritual guidance I may need. I think you may have some kind of gorilla pill to sell me. So, a sensei for what? Just in general. I think a lot of people would probably do a little bit better in the world if everybody had a sensei. And then you banish Rock from heaven? Yeah. But Naruto did that to Kakashi, didn't he? I eat food in the shower. I'm not an example to live by. Got it. Shelby, I'm going to be eating all my meals in the shower now. Yep. I don't care how sloppy and wet they are either. The sloppier and wetter, I think the better, because then you can just wash yourself right after. But if everybody has a sensei, then who will sensei the sensei? They'll just get a sensei. Listen, just because you're senseiing somebody doesn't mean you can't sensei somebody else as well. You are living in a sensei to one student world. I'm living into a sensei to sensei world. There could be an over sensei that senseis over all the other senseis, and then one of those senseis could sensei that sensei, completing the loop. We're kind of making a sensei loop here. Yeah, kind of coming up with a sensei Ponzi scheme. Yeah, I think it'd work out. We got to get through Manchester so we can get to the next brown area. We got to go through the brown area to get to the next brown area so we can go to the next brown area. Brensei. Oh, what's up, Brensei? Teach me your ways. All right, well, when you're wiping, if you wipe in a circular motion, you're just smearing the poop around. You want to go one quick thrust front, one quick thrust back, wet wipe, and then dry. Does this have motion controls like Haze? Well, Haze doesn't have motion controls either, dog. Haze has some 6-axis compatibility, but that compatibility is just when you get set on fire in Haze, you have to shake your controller. Wet wipe or own a bidet. What do you mean wet wipe? Wet wipe, throw it away. I don't have the money for a bidet. You think I got bidet money? You think I'm blasting my ass with cold water? I ain't got bidet money. Other streamers living that pure life. I don't have that kind of cash. I don't have bidet cash. Why are you sogging your ass? Who uses a wet wipe on their ass? A lot of people. And a lot of people flush them even though they're not flushable. This isn't weird. This isn't weird. There's literally a company called Dude Wipes that makes these. Why do you want a wet ass, Brendan? Duck, I'm sorry, but this isn't a weird thing. You are weird for not knowing about this. I hate to be that guy, but it's kind of weird that you don't know about this. You are the outlier here, unfortunately. Are you wiping your cheeks? No, I let the poop sit. The poop calcifies and then I shake it off. Duh. There's a company for everything, Brendan. Doesn't mean I have to respect them. Yeah, but wet wipes for your bottom are such a basic thing. I use toilet paper. So you just smear the shit around. I got it. No, I get it. That's the problem with using only toilet paper. You're just smearing the poop around. You're gonna keep white. You're gonna have the forever wipe. No, I pick it up. You pick up the turd, or my shit is naturally slightly adhesive. It sticks. I mean, that's all kinds of poop. That's why you use a wet wipe or get a bidet. Like, that's what those are for. Because otherwise you're just gonna have a dirty ass after you take a shit every time. Thank God nobody's eating during the stream. People defecate and poop. I don't think that's that much like a burp, herp. Everybody poops. I think it's natural to talk about poop. Everybody poops and everybody wipes. Well, not everybody wipes, and that ends up being kind of a problem sometimes. I was cooking in the kitchen hearing this. I swear to God, I thought it was Adamus rage baiting again. Some people just, I mean, here's the thing, is there was a lot of people walking around out there that don't know how to wipe properly. And so, like, people don't even, there are people out there, there are dudes out there who won't wash their ass because they think it's gay or something to touch your butt. Dudes will be like, I'm not going to wash my ass, that's gay, but then they'll still go into the hot tub and put their asshole directly towards the jets. Getting mad at Adamus when Brendan rants is pretty funny, like a reflex response. Like an immediate assumption that the chat member I'm yelling at is the one chat member who pulls out bait regularly. I don't understand the ass soggers. Well, picture it this way. If you had parents who didn't teach you, they taught you the bare minimum when it came to pooping, or if you are depressed and you're just not taking care of yourself normally, or that's just always how you've lived your life, that's what leads to soggy ass. Like, it's, and some people just, and some people go through life, they learn like the trait of soggy ass from their family, and then nobody ever corrects them. So then you get through your adulthood and soggy ass is locked in, and then inevitably you get to a job where your coworker's like, why do you smell like shit? And you're like, what? Why is there a poop knife in this bathroom here? What do you mean they have no poop knife in the bathroom here at work? Where's the poop knife at? I thought you guys were supposed to have a poop knife. Don't worry, I brought my poop knife from home. Yeah, but why wet it? You don't need to wet it. You do need to wet it. Because poops is different. If I sat there without a wet wipe and I kept wiping, I could wipe infinitely with toilet paper. You're talking about people who use a wet wipe or use a bidet? Because there are people who poop differently. So if I sat there and I wiped with toilet paper, I would use a whole roll trying to get all the poop off because it would not stop happening. It would not stop coming. It's an infinity poop. There will continuously just be a shit streak. And so, you know, to mitigate the shit streak, to mitigate swamp ass, I make sure that I use a wet wipe because I can't afford a bidet. It's wiping a marker. Honestly, that's on you. That's on me. That I have to wipe forever and have always had to wipe forever? I don't think that's on me. I think that's on, that's the shit that's up in my body. That's my guts all scrambled. I don't have control of that. It's not a me issue. There are people in this chat who have had the poop marker experience, I guarantee it. And that is why you get a bidet or you get wet wipes and you take care of it, because otherwise it's just nonstop poop. That's what I mean, you as a human body. I mean, I don't have control over that. That's dependent upon, I don't know, genetics, diet. And also, I don't know, dude, I'm American. They put sugar in literally everything here, and I can't just go to the farmer's market and eat fresh grains and get a billion fiber into my body. I take a fiber supplement to offset it, and sometimes I get a clean wipe. It doesn't happen as often since my diet's a lot better now, but especially when I ate like crap, I mean, you get the marker forever. Like there was a little poop goblin stuck in my ass, and he just had like a brown Sharpie. I didn't know about the wet wipe thing, but also bidets are in literally every bathroom where I live. See, that's the thing, is like, I mean, you know, we are We are a melting pot of different people from many different places. Like, the experience is different depending on, like, where you're from. Nice try, Bozo. Enjoy my shield. Nice rockets, asshole. Enjoy my shield. Oh, well, you know. A little bit of hubris there. A little bit of hubris. That's fair. Because you guys, what, wearing juicy shorts, Brendan? I'm wearing juicy shorts. I have a mullet and juicy shorts, and so that robot's horny? Is that what you're saying? It's gonna make a big cum. Am I set up like Joe Dirt on like a Saturday night right out the bar? I'm just now realizing my bathroom is somewhat zoo themed. It has framed pictures of zoo animals all around it. Hey, listen, I think you're fine as long as you're not like, you know, putting down hay and shitting in nature as God intended or whatever. I think zoo theming is fine, but now you gotta get like a zebra shower curtain. Now that you realized it's zoo theme, you gotta go really hard into the zoo theming. This stream has had a lot of ha moments. I mean, you're just talking about my career. Every time somebody says that, I'm like, I'm Brendaniel. What did you... Sometimes I think people forget. But also, like, I don't know, dude. Like, what have I talked about outside of, like, a... What have I talked about that you would find outside of, like, a 2016 to 2018 Let's Play? Already have a zoo-themed shower curtain, Brendan? Yeah, is it flamingos? Gorillas, flamingos, or tiger? Or was I right the first time with the zebra? Or I send you the Halo Reach shower curtain? Nowhere, because my wife wouldn't let me put up that. One, we really don't have a shower with a shower curtain. We have a glass shower door on the main shower. Actually, no, I may be able to put the Halo Reach shower curtain in the basement shower, but then it's never going to get seen or used, so. Did you get the dick-sucking fish shower curtain? Oh, the one from Bye Bye Man? How, like, Bye Bye Man just exists, and in Bye Bye Man, there's just a bathroom shower curtain with a man who's getting his dick sucked by a fish. Basement shower? Yeah. Well, because our landlords, to try to get it to say they have 2 bathrooms, they put a shower in the basement in the laundry room. You know, the old landlord special, trying to fill a shower in the basement so that you can say, well, it's 2 bath. No, it's a full shower stall. We just rarely use it. Gaming basement and the bathroom basement. Yeah, that's why it doesn't take me that long to go to the bathroom sometimes. I'm just going to go and pee in the basement bathroom. The toilet's right there. You gotta heat up the tanks, right? Yeah, I think you gotta heat up the tanks on the back on this guy. There he is. Goodbye, big boy. Grind. Ooh, Gib. I forgot about the big naked guy. This game in Gears of War. Although technically the lore-wise, the Berserker in Gears of War is not a big naked guy. It's a big naked lady, so. And then when are you gonna eat Long John Silver's on stream? March 24th, 2026. I'm gonna make that future Brendan's problem. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I redact that. Whenever my wife uses the coupons, I'll save some hush puppies and eat them on stream. Way easier. I don't want to have to DoorDash that for a stream. That's expensive. I'm gonna get a coupon. I'm gonna get a burger. I'm gonna get a root beer float, and I'm gonna get hush puppies. Need a Call of Duty campaign that plays it 100% straight, that you get a head pat button for your guys. Yeah, okay, I know, I get it. In the video game, I can pet the dog, but when do I get to pet the guy, dude? Hush puppies are so good. Only reason I go to the A&W is root beer float, a burger, and I get hush puppies from the combination Long John Silver's. Went to Long John Silver's recently, and I got chicken, and they wouldn't give me barbecue sauce. I'm not gonna lie, and they had it, they just refused to give it to me. I'm not gonna lie, that's a Tim Robinson bit. I mean, I'm not doubting that happened, but that's such a weird, like, can I have barbecue sauce with my chicken? No. But it's right there. Can I have some? Nah, I'm not feeling like it today. No, I mean, but I bought this chicken. The barbecue sauce, I mean, it comes with it, right? No, I'm not really feeling it today, you know? I don't feel like you deserve barbecue sauce. What do you mean deserve? I mean, I'm a paying customer. I got this you like, just hand it over, dude. I don't think you deserve barbecue sauce today. I think you have enough with the chicken. No, I want the barbecue sauce because I want the sauce with the chicken. I don't know. I think the chicken's pretty good by itself. I don't think you need the barbecue sauce. I don't think you're allowed to do that. You got to give me barbecue sauce if I ask for it. Nah, I think I'm allowed to do anything I want. You know what? No fries now. They just slowly scoops your fries up and takes them. I don't like the way you're being pretty rude to me, so... Well, I mean, can I speak to the manager? Yeah. Are you gonna go get him? I am the manager. Okay, well, I'm gonna call corporate. You call corporate, like for Long John Silver's on your phone. That guy's cell phone rings. Yeah, I'm kind of corporate too. Who are you? Read the name tag, buddy. It just says Long John Silver. Fuck, you found him. The elusive Long John Silver himself.
Cartwright's team had found something.
What's wrong with barbecue sauce? Nothing. I don't.
We're doing
We were doing a bit. It was a. How do your cats deal with fireworks? They're fine. I mean, Bubby, when we had Bubby and she was alive, she was a scaredy cat. But both the other cats are mostly fine. There were fireworks going off all day yesterday, so. Still weird they didn't give you any barbecue sauce. No, that's fucking weird. You know what? The last time we played this, I was trying to think of what this reminded me of. This is like one of the big guy fights in Duke Nukem Forever. This is the same kind of arena as the big guy fight in Duke Nukem Forever. When there's that big central pillar and there's a big guy and you're shooting him. Long John Silver's did miss out on having a mascot, a freakishly tall man called John as their mascot. Didn't they have a guy? I thought they had a guy in like a little raincoat or something at some point. I thought they had a guy for a bit. I feel like I remember Long John Silver's having some kind of guy. They had to have had a guy at some point. That used to be the motto in the 90s. We have a guy. Somebody is working here. Was that the Long John Silver's motto in the 90s? Somebody is working here and you can eat here. I used to go to my great-grandma's all the time as a kid, and my grandparents would always want to pick up Long John Silver's when my grandma wanted to visit her mom, and I didn't get it. I like the hush puppies, but I didn't get why they wanted to eat fish. Like dog shit fast food fish. And I got it because like the town they lived in didn't have fast food fish, but that was like one of the places they always wanted to go was go and get fast food fish. The only thing I think about fast food fish that is different than IMO, like beef or chicken or God forbid pork, is like I think it's the tilapia they use for fast food shift. The tilapia they use for fast food fish on average is higher quality comparatively to the beef or chicken or pork, but it's still low quality fish. But I think it's harder to have low quality fish than it is to have really low quality beef, chicken, or pork. I think you just don't like fish. I mean, I just don't like fish, yeah. No, that's what I was saying. I was saying it's easier to have low quality beef than it is low quality fish. I was literally saying that, Shelby. Come on now. You heard it the other way around. No, it's harder to have low quality fish than it is to have low quality beef. No, we're not fish people though. Remember that you bought all those cod fillets and you just couldn't keep eating them? There's still a bunch of cod fillets in the freezer. You ate all the salmon, you just haven't eaten all the cod, yeah. I know you hate fish. I hate fish as well. We are fish haters. I understand this. Do you have any thoughts on the failed Rax mascot, Mr. Delicious? I don't know what Rax is. I don't know who Mr. Delicious is. You can't go into here thinking I'm going to have infinite knowledge regarding failed mascots. But can you make these people stop shooting fireworks? I'm sorry. It's blowy uppy day. It is in fact blowy uppy day. Nothing I can do about it. You gotta wait. And like, the 4th of July being blowy uppy day means that there's also like, it's more like blowy uppy week. You know that they're buying a bunch of fireworks. They're going to be setting them off all around you. It's blowy uppy week. It's blowy uppy shoot the gun day, yeah. It's national, people are going to the hospitals in droves because too many people blew up their hands with improperly handled fireworks. The only good thing that comes out of 4th of July is if you get barbecue or TikToks of people improperly handling fireworks in funny ways. It's only supposed to be 5 big booms. Why would they stop? Yeah, National Costco Guy Day, sorry. Fireworks used to be illegal over here, and then they just fucking said, fuck it, they're going to drive over to South Dakota anyway. I always love seeing the million different little fireworks stalls literally everywhere. And they're always overpriced big booms that, like, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not a kid blowing up army men anymore. The only thing I like getting is maybe like some bottle rockets, and then I'll hand fire them for a bit. I feel like seeing fireworks is cool once. And then like, I don't know, I don't really got to see or hear them ever again. I get no dopamine from it. Like a Roman candle, maybe fun. Bottle rockets, it's all right. But like big fireworks, I feel like it's fun once, and then like, you've seen it. Like, they blow up in the sky. Like, you've seen it before. They do this every year. They blow them up. Brendan shoots Roman candles at his mods. Nah, but I used to get in Roman candle fights with, like, cousins and my brother. Classic Midwest shenanigans. That's what you do with Roman candles. You point, you shoot. it's progressively gotten more mundane? Well, because, like, I think in terms of human experiences, you can only care about fireworks so many times. And for me, that was one time when I was a kid and the first time I saw fireworks where I went, holy shit, that's awesome. And then I saw them again and I'm like, they do this every year? All right, well, okay. Because, like, it's, I don't know, man. Is big boom in the sky. You see the big boom and you go, okay. I think fireworks shows have a kind of a purpose. Yeah, terrible first dates. Fireworks shows are really good for awful first dates. Hey, do you want to go see the fireworks show with me? Awesome. And then you sit there in the fucking cold or in the heat, well, the summer heat, and you're just watching big booms in the sky sitting on a blanket. Can't have any talk because the booms are outpacing any kinds of conversations. They're just sitting there watching pretty lights in the sky. Why would you go to a fireworks show for a first date? I don't know, man. Ask people who went to a fireworks show for the first date. It's like I think a fireworks show is a bad first date, and I think going to the movie is a bad first date. I think going to a movie with a partner is a relationship thing, but I think first date, going to a movie is, I don't know. I get the purpose behind it, because if it's a scary movie, you want them grab you or whatever, but also like a shared experience that you can talk about afterwards. The more I play through the campaign of Resistance 1, it's really just, a lot of the locales are very generic brown industrialism. This isn't the end-all be-all of, like, brown shooters from this era, but it is kind of funny to see, like, how many video games had just this color palette, and that was it. The 7th gen special, yeah. Brown color palette. Even the enemies, like, you know, if you put a little sauce on these enemies, you'd have a little bit, but you put a little sauce on these, like, little, like, scorpion dudes, you'd have something. The piss filter, the brown filter. Did not know Resistance had sequels. Resistance 2 and 3 and the PSP game and the Vita game. Yeah, filters on the game that make the game look worse. Yeah, it's like, well, I harken back to this era more out of a, I kind of just like mid shooters. I don't harken back to the, I guess the actual aesthetics fully of the era. I more so harken to like how many, you pick up a game, maybe a multiplayer mode, like 6 to 12 hour campaign, and it's less about the aesthetics in a lot of ways and more about like the vibe. It's why I don't really like the Sony action adventure game vibe. I've never really gotten into like God of War. I didn't really care for Horizon that much, not because of women, but it's all right. It's okay. It's just go to the tower, fight the dinosaur, go to the tower, fight the dinosaur, go here, do puzzle, have your son tell you to do the puzzle. Climb here, climb up this rock. The rocks that are yellow are the rocks you can climb, or the rocks that are jutting out are the rocks you can climb, obviously. It's weird to think that Halo is basically dead for the foreseeable future due to mismanagement. Not really, man. I am not surprised in any way, shape, or form that Halo is dead due to mismanagement. Like, it's how it was going to go after Halo 4 and after Halo 5 and after Infinite. You delivered 3 incredibly mid video games in a row. Like, unless you get her done from the start or restart it, like, and Microsoft also slowly kind of like pulling out of the video game space kind of bit by bit, pulling out of hardware to focus on software, but then firing, you know, 1 kajillion developers that they've bought or develop, like, shuttering studios they've bought, firing developers that are part of those studios they bought. Microsoft does not care about gaming right now. Like, they do not give a shit. They want to sell you Games Pass, and then they want to find any way to make their AI purchases worth it. A lot of tech companies are just literally in that space where Sony, I mean, is probably going to care more about the gaming space because a lot of their money comes from there. Microsoft is the behemoth. They're the bailiff. They look at they're going to look at any kind of spending right now. They've overspent on AI just like every other company, and they're going to just cut where they think they can afford it. And video games is where they're going to cut it because they're cutting it. They're, you know, not cutting Phil Spencer's generous like bonuses nor the incredibly generous packages he gets to wear business casual on a stage every once in a while. It is entirely unsurprising that within the video game space, even though we're lucky enough to have gotten a banger or two recently, that they're going to focus on slop. They're going to focus on the cheapest, the path of least resistance, which is they're going to focus on Call of Duty, slopping up Call of Duty every couple of years, and they're going to focus on like cutting costs at every step. I mean, like every big company, they do not care about delivering a good product. nor do they care about delivering a fun game. Profit is the end of the game, and video games is not their current darling. AAA needs to die for the health of the industry. It can't keep trudging forward like this. It will continue to trudge forward, man. You know why? Because video games cost money, and as long as video games cost money, there will be a vested interest in it. AAA, modern AAA as it is, might die, but it's just going to be replaced with something worse. Yeah, the AAA slop era is kind of on the way, I think. Less out of like, you know, an actual use case for AI and more out of we literally need to make our purchase seem like it was worth it. Why are they big but not as big? I say, oh shit, oh, because they run at you. I don't know, you know what? I don't think I got this far when I played this last time. I never got to see the Slender Man Chimera. Oh, they got more of them. So this is Long John Silver, huh? I forgot that dude existed. Who? Slender Man? Or Long John Silver? That's the... Wait a minute. You are Long John. Holy shit. I just realized Long John in the chat. How the Hush Puppies? How's the COD this week? You got any specials on Hush Puppies? Or Long John Silver's, I think, should sponsor a streamer. Remember when, what was it? Wasn't Burger King doing a weird thing a while back on Twitch where they're just gifting out like bits or subs? And they got in trouble because they were breaking some kind of ad law or something by doing it. Because they were subbing to people and then telling them to try the new Burger King Big Meal or something. Long Johnson VTuber. You say Long Johnson VTuber. I don't think Big Penis VTuber. I'm thinking like O Long Johnson, like the cat. Long John sounds like a wide toilet. How would you shit? Oh my fuck, that was a big boom. That was nearby. That fucking shook the house a little bit. It was Valorant IRC, if I recall. No, I thought Burger King did that. Valorant might have also done that, but Valorant worked directly with Twitch to have like an extra sub. The Burger King thing happened a while ago. And that was a Burger King account directly appearing on... Oh, worm. That was a Burger King account directly appearing on people's streams and then gifting subs. Actually, it might have been Direct Donos. I can't remember. This is so far back in the annals of like gamer history. I can't remember. Toilet too wide for he goddamn ass. That should be like shitting in the piss trough at the racetrack, you know? They got a piss trough. That's where you piss. You don't shit in the piss trough. When the Mountain Dew, yeah, it was Burger King in 2020. I'm remembering it correctly. Chat's ill remembering it. Wish Burger King existed where I live. Every location went poof. That's because they suck, is the thing. Why do you wish they existed? They're not good. McDonald's is at least like peak mid fast food. Like, you know what you're getting at a McDonald's and a Burger King. Like, they're not good. They're bad. I don't want to get into this discussion again for the 80th time, though. I'm not falling for this one again. I'm not falling into the Burger King trick. Not doing it. I'm not talking about Burger King again. Not doing it. Not for the 800th time. I'm not falling into the Burger King, the Burger King streamer philosophy where I think of Burger King and then I just remember how much I fucking hate Burger King. They want BK to occupy some space in your mind. Yeah, it did occupy some space in my mind because my brother and my uncle work there. It was the family business for a little bit. It's like when the Burger King they worked at, which they don't work at anymore, so I can talk about this. It's like when the Burger King they worked at had a rat problem. They got rid of the rats, but when the rats bit into the burger buns, they didn't throw away the entire package that the rats had gotten into. They just threw away the buns that had obvious, like, bite marks and then kept the rest. And if there's one thing to make me not want to go to a Burger King ever again, it's knowing that. The one thing you don't want on your Burger King burger is Burger King rat bites. Ah, yeah, this burger is great, but send it back to the chef. I need more rat bites on this. Need to make a chat member tier list? Yeah, I will. Every chat member an S except for you for asking that. You are an F. That's what you get. You get F rank, everybody else gets S rank. I knew it. Yeah, only because you asked. Hey, listen, ask stupid questions, you're gonna get stupid answers. No, I don't deserve S tier chatter. Yeah, okay, buddy, self-deprecate all you want. Everybody but Duck King gets S tier, so. Well, and only because they asked. If they hadn't asked, they would have stayed firmly in S tier as well, but they had to ask, so they could put in S tier. My rule, you ask about a chat tier list, you get put in F tier. This bullshit, I know I'm a B at best. Actually, I'm a B because I'm Brendaniel. I don't need to self-deprecate, I know Brendan can do it for me. Exactly. This will go on for the next 18 hours. This will go on for the next 96 hours of my life.
I expect suspected he would locate Cartwright.
Quake 4 came out after this, right? Maybe. There were quite a few games in the Brown Slop era where we're converting the people into Bug Guy. Because Crysis does that as well, right? Where they're like, we're converting the people into Alien. That's just, I guess, a bit of the time. They're taking the people and making them alien. I don't remember enough about Crysis. I know there was Prophet. Not from like copies sold of Crysis, but like the guy's name was Prophet. Doom 3. Well, Doom 3 was more normal. That wasn't like we're turning the people into alien. That was more just normal Doom stuff where it's like the demons, they're infecting the mind of the people, of course. Oh, I never got this gun when I played this before. When Quake 2 already kind of turned people into alien. I mean, it was a trope before then. I'm just talking about there are a couple of games during this era where there's just like we're turning people into alien. Black Site Area 51 is also one of them where it was very much we're turning people into alien. I'm sorry. How did I not play up to this point previously? What is wrong with me? I'm so glad we're replaying this. Ham, egg, and chips, corned beef and chips, bacon, eggs, and chips, sausages and chips, sausage, egg, chip, spum chips, bee burgers, chips, spum, eggs, and chips. Spum! Spum! Oh, we got jackets. You got butter jackets, cheese jackets, cottage cheese jackets, creams of coleslaw jackets, beans and bacon jackets. Oh, coleslaw, sausage, beans, curry, cheese and beans, coleslaw, chili cheese. Coleslaw's on here like 80 times. What about toasties? Oh, they got the cheese and M toasties. Jackets are potatoes. That is a British potato. That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck is getting cottage cheese and a full jacked potato? Spum. Spum? Probably spam. It may not be British. It may be a generic version of spam that they're using to like for the video game. But what do you think spum is? I think I just say explaining it to my wife. I think spum is spam. I think it's just not called spam. It's potty, mate. It is. I'll go down to the store. I'll get me 4 cans of spum. We'll get home and make spum toasties, full jacked potatoes. Every time this game does the fade out when a level is over, I think you're failing the mission because that's what Call of Duty did when you fail a mission. Nah, the levels in this are always weird because like what I kind of love a little bit about Resistance. Oh god, it's not Halo controls. Oh god, it's right trigger to move the car. What I like about what Resistance does for its levels is when it ends, you just don't know when the ending of the mission is. Especially in Resistance 1. Like, you don't fucking know. Oh, it's left trigger to reverse and right trigger to drive. I'm not gonna lie, I think Halo Warthog is one of the best, like, combat vehicle controls. I love that it controls with the analog stick rather than, like, an acceleration. I don't know if that's controversial, but I know I'm right, so... sorry, we gotta stop at this camp. Why does it feel like I'm in fucking the safari? I know this is supposed to be, like, British Gorge, but... Not to be confused with Spider's George, but... Or Spider's Gorge. Oh, that's a good... Ooh, that's a good Crush'ems, though. Alright, how are you? You are... I thought you'd be a dog shit AI gunner. Yeah, me running over... I almost called them locusts. I'm so Gears of War pilled. Me running over Chimera being like, oh, I'm gonna have to wipe that out of the grill. Ooh, gonna have to get this one out of the grill. Love that this is named the Lynx. You know for a fact that probably there's a design document at Insomniac where they wanted to call it a Puma. Like, we can't do that, man. Why not Puma? Because that was a bit in Red versus Blue. They shouldn't be called a Warthog. They should be called a Puma. Why does a bug flatten their ass? That's the Red Gush, Johnny Test Red Gush that they infect them with when they put the spine machine on. They put the Johnny Test Red Gust machine on the back. That fills the spine with red liquid. It makes their legs weak. Takes their ass away. As I said, inferior species. Actually, they can lift more than you can. I'm sorry. They're very strong. They can lift many wooden boxes that you would never be able to even dream of lifting. They can lift so many wooden boxes. They can carry them around. They can set them down by pressing the triangle button. You'd never be able to do that. They can carry like 5 chairs to the church picnic. Yeah, they can. They can not only bring in all the groceries in one trip, they also bring in any furniture you buy at the Walmart as well. Yeah, but how flat is they ass him? How flat is they ass him? How flat is they ass him? Oh, I thought you said how flat is they ass him. Didn't see the no I. How flat is they ass him? I don't know, do you judge the inferiority or superiority of an entire, like, being based on how fat the ass is. Because you know what? I agree with that, actually. We should. That's why people gotta go. Baboons gotta rise up. I don't know, man. I think baboons got the right idea. Covered entirely in fur with a big red ass. We may be inferior here. I think on the evolutionary scale, I'm looking at it. It looks like we took an L. Hectix only likes big booty bugs. Have you seen a bug with a fat ass? And how did the bug with a big ass make you feel? I don't know. I think angry yet horny. Good, good. That's what you should feel. Don't worry. I know how to drift. I've seen Pacific Rim. I know how to drift. Come on, keep popping out. I dare you to keep coming out of the bunker. I will decimate you. Good thing you're all part bug, because my windshield, ooh, it hungy. The car is once again the greatest weapon of mankind. I mean, I just gotta wait for them to leave. They're gonna be stupid eventually, right? I mean, they continue to get stupid with it. 100% on them. They don't have to leave the safety of the compound, but they continue to do it, so. Ooey gooey. All right, let me just, hey everybody, bomb. Man, the tried and true tradition of the brown slop shooter where you throw a grenade and you genuinely don't know if the grenade is going to work or not. I don't know why you got out of the sentry gun, but okay, buddy. You do you, buddy. You do you and I do me. Me and my friend when we go to the clone factory. All right, you do you, I do me. Got it. The cone joke flies over my head. What is that referring to? The cone joke? Do you mean the clone joke?
The Chimera were hiding something.
You do you, I do me and my buddy at the clone factory? I'm implying that we're gonna fuck our clones. I said cone. Me at the cone factory be like, all right, you do you, I do me. Then we fuck the cones. I guess we're fucking cones now. Is that the lateral evolution of the guess we're doing cones now meme? Is that the, I guess we're doing triangles. I guess we're fucking cones now. Me in the Geometry Wars, kind of fleshy human-shaped being fall in love with a cone girl. Or a triangle guy. Self-cessed to cone fucking? Why do you think I got fired out of the Dairy Queen? What? I wasn't just cherry dipping the dilly bars, if you know what I mean. Now that one, Zaffy, just in case you didn't get it, what I'm implying is I'm going to the big cherry vat where they dip like the cones in, where they have like the cherry liquid, and I'm dipping my penis in there. Brenda was fucking the blizzard. I mean, you gotta fuck the blizzard. You gotta fuck it upside down, that way it don't spill. I missed one letter, okay? Now, Zaffy, to explain that joke, I'm making fun of the fact that you missed one letter earlier and asked me to explain the joke. Lots of cock talk. I'm sorry, another Blue Fox. I don't worry, I haven't not noticed that. I feel like anytime we veer into 2016 Let's Play commentary, you roll your eyes a little bit and go, a lot of cock talk, a lot of poop talk, Brendan. A lot of cock talk, a lot of poop talk. Talking about penis, talking about poopness. I'm sorry, I'm half a White Claw in. My wife gave me alcohol, so it just begins. Blame her, even though I didn't have alcohol when I was talking about penis earlier. I don't know, man. I think of penis talk or poop talk as like the kind of the gold standard of internet discussion. It's just potty humor. Sorry, buddy, it's just potty humor. Me breaking into somebody's house late at night dressed up like a clown, shitting in their toilet. They open the door, they freak out. They say, what are you doing? Get out of my house, intruder, intruder. Whoa, whoa, buddy, calm down. It's just potty humor. Sorry, liberal, it's just potty humor. Relax, liberal, it's just potty humor. Penis and poop will always be funny. I mean, to a degree, absolutely. I mean, it's a basic human function. They had fart jokes in the aristocracy. You ever hear a little joke called the aristocrats? Ah, gung. Ooh. Ah, it's the grenade launcher. Okay, it's not the boom boom. It's the micro boom. Is this Halo Reach? Yeah. I'm sorry. The fucking. Is that the? Did they give me a what? I'm sorry. Am I firing big orb of slop? Slime gun, I get it. My goop cannon. That's also what I call my penis. I mean, I know that wasn't that good, but like, it was right there, and like, sometimes you gotta just take it. Did you get an alien butthole?
Coochie, coochie, coochie. Damn, am I hungry? Time for me to eat Dave's hot chicken. Spicy.
I don't know, I think I've never had Dave's hot chicken, but I think Duke Nukem would like it. He'd probably talk about it. I'm not gonna lie, I do love that it makes the titular, like, splashing kind of sound. It makes the goop sound. It do make the hot wet meat on a summer's day. It's going splurch. This is very true. It might be a dog shit gun, but it's funny. Exactly. Well, this is what I think modern video games sometimes is missing, is a loadout with a couple of guns that are dog shit but funny. And I think that's one thing that I will always take away from any slop shooter is, god damn it, the arsenals kind of suck, but there's at least one gun that's funny and one gun that's good. I mean, the Splooge Blaster seems to be lacking in pressure to its goop stream. Well, I mean, it's not a shooter, buddy. It's a globber. Not everybody fire they fucking goo at, at a ludicrous pace. Some people, the goo just leaks out. Got a bit of a performance problem. We got to give it, what is it, pineapple and HGH? Listen, if they could feed a devil fruit to a gun in one piece, I could find a way to give Viagra to my gun. The only funny dog shit gun I can think of off the top of my head is the one in Borderlands. Oh, the TK Wave. The TK Baja gun. Nah, there's the gun in Borderlands 3 that fires turds. Or the Burger Blaster. They got the Burger Blaster in there. How about the Landshark gun? What, from Saints Row? What about the dubstep gun? Oh man, do you remember wacky, zany dubstep? I remember wacky, zany dubstep. I'll never forget it. Wacky, zany dubstep will live rent-free in my mind for the rest of my life. That's my cross to bear. So you talk shit about the dubstep gun? I'm sorry that titular memory for you is playing Saints Row and seeing... Oh, Slenderman, sorry. He wanted me to find his pages. Anyway, I'm sorry that a titular memory for you is playing around with the dubstep gun and then, like, singing with it with your mouth going... Because I get it, me too. There was a tornado gun in Ratchet & Clank Quest for booty controlled with 6-axis. There's a whole video game with 6-axis controls. It's called Lair. It's called Lair Humor, buddy. Have you... Fuck. That could work so well. It's called Lair Humor, buddy. That could work so well in a Despicable Me movie. Gru would love saying that shit. Attaching a 6-axis controller to my VR chat model to twerk for me. Me taking a simple motor and then putting a VR chat rig up to it. Just the simple motor can make me move like a Gmod ragdoll. Dark Lair Society. I mean, that's what I'm a part of. I'm a part of the Dark Lair. Guys, can you stop making bald jokes? Why? It's called hair humor, liberal. It's... Alright, I'm once again in the fucking... Go into the big alien structure, kill the guy, move on to the next big alien structure, kill the guy. This game looks aggressively generic. I mean, that's the problem with, like... Resistance, the one cool thing about it is some of the guns are really fucking wonky and wacky. But then, like, everything else about Resistance is kind of... Like, I could probably show most people gameplay of this and say that this is Black Site Area 51, and they'd be like, oh yeah, that tracks. That sounds like the name of this game. But that's just, I mean, that's just a consequence of the era. That's the problem with the brown slop shooter era. So many of them look so similar. They're looking like the same goddamn game. I mean, this gun is dumb, right? Like, it's brown slop. I'm sorry, I have beef stew gun in Resistance. I mean, Insomniac is wacky, and I know they're wacky. It's just weird to see they put a beef stew gun in here. I only played Halo a few years ago. This really is Sony wanted a Halo game. Well, it was, Sony didn't really want a Halo game. They wanted a Call of Duty competitor alongside of it. It wasn't just Halo. It was, we want our multiplayer shooter. I keep saying it whenever I play like Resistance or Killzone or any kind of Halo killer on stream. If you had taken Resistance and Killzone and kind of divvied it up between like Insomniac somehow and Guerrilla Games, the good parts of Killzone and the good parts of Resistance, you could make a pretty good game fighting a mighty urge to get a PS3. I mean, I don't know if there's that many games that are only on PS3 that are worth getting one to play on, right? Like I have a PS3 because I like playing crap. Like if you want to play crap, the PS3 is great for that. Little Big Planet and the OG Demon Souls. Yeah, but Little Big Planet, since they shut the servers off, I mean, a big part of Little Big Planet is like the custom levels that other people made. And while the base game is fine, I feel like the main reason you play Little Big Planet are for all the custom games. I'd say like maybe MGS4. That kind of makes sense. Easy Fat Princess. Oh my god, you're right. PlayStation All-Stars featuring Fat Princess. Tokyo Jungle. Listen, if you get a PS3 and you don't get a copy of Tokyo Jungle, what's even the fucking point? That's literally why you buy a PS3. I feel like Konami is going to port MGS4 with the second volume of the Master Collection. Here's the difficulty in that. I feel like they would have to remaster MGS4 because of, once again, the wacky architecture of the PS3. I don't think it's going to be as simple as we are going to port it.
Sergeant.
And MGS4 is also super tied to the PS3. You're going to have to basically you couldn't just do a remaster because the PS3 is wacky. You would have to do a full, you would have to do a full remake. It's not as simple as upscaling it and getting it ported over. It's an entire dev rework for a video game where you probably don't have all of the original documentation. And Konami, while they've been doing better the last year or two, I just don't think they're going to put that much effort into that. Because MGS4 is one of those games that takes advantage of, yeah, everything the PS4 had. Or PS3, sorry. It takes advantage of everything the PS3 got. And so you are looking at an entire remake versus a remaster. I mean, to be fair, it is never as easy as click the make port button, but I do believe it is easier to get any 360 title ported or remastered than it is something so tied to the PS3. It's why they did a Demon Souls remake instead of a Demon Souls-like remaster. And that would probably depend on the success of the MGS3 remake. Nah. I don't know, man. I don't think Konami is going to take that kind of serious undertaking. Obviously, I could be wrong, and I'm fine with being wrong. I just don't, you know, it's vibes. Yeah, they could never get rid of the boob-shaking 6-axis control. Well, Konami do after they run out of remasters and remakes. I mean, they're already doing it, man. There's a new Silent Hill coming out. There's no more money in the pachinko mines. They have to actually do games. At some point, they realized, oh, fuck, there's not enough money in the pachinko mines, so they're getting Boober to do Silent Hill 1 remake. Silent Hill F is coming out, and it looks cool. I don't know if they're going to do any new properties. That's unlikely. But yeah, the pachinko mines are running out. There's no more money in that well. I mean, there's money in that well, but it's not that much money in that well. So Silent Hill 1 remake, which will be probably easier since Bloober has already done the Silent Hill 2 remake, and that's good. MGS3 remake, and then Silent Hill F. And then depending on the success of Silent Hill F, we'll probably see another Silent Hill game. And then they'll, depending on whatever crusty properties they'll have, they'll probably do remasters and remakes and then try to just sequelize off of there. I could see a Contra reboot maybe. They already did, man. It flopped. It was a Switch game. And they have Yu-Gi-Oh! No one expected Silent Hill 2 Remastered to be good, depending on because of Bloober's track record. Playing Silent Hill 2 Remake made me realize that Bloober has confident devs on staff. The problem I always had with Bloober is their writing team was dog shit. But I believe they got rid of... I mean, they don't have the PT guy there anymore. And that's just, I mean, worth it all on its own. Once I found out, like, oh man, Silent Hill 2 Remake good. And then also, oh, they got rid of the PT guy. I think the only Silent Hill after 2 that I'm worried about Bloober doing, and that they will probably end up doing after 1, because it makes sense to go 2, then 1, then 3. And 3 is probably the only one that I'm actually worried about them doing. Where's my Bubba? There's my Bubba. Come here, Bubba. There they go. Hi, Bubba. You yelling, you screaming and shouting, you hooting and hollering. Yeah. He's a big boy. By the PT guy, do you mean Kojima? No. There was a narrative director or writer, I believe, at Bloober that helped with Layers of Fear. And he would help with, I believe that he got hired because he had done like a PT Itch.io thing that he paywalled behind like a Patreon. And so I think the last game he worked on was The Medium. And then he was fired or left and then went on to work on dog shit games like Stray Souls and Grandma Scary. Plus, on top of that, I think he inevitably made his own horror game where he used real 911 calls in the horror game, which is just fucked. And he was part of Bloober for a while. He left either before or after The Medium. I thought he was a big part of The Medium's writing team. I believe he was a big part of The Medium's writing team. I just can't remember if he left before The Medium released or after. Plus, if you ever want to play... We don't play it, but like I think the worst horror game of like 2023 is Stray Souls. It's so bad. It's genuinely bad. There's a bit in Stray Souls where it's like a shooter horror game, like third-person shooter horror game, but it's not complete. And one of the documents in the game says that the golden desert eagle you're using to kill the monsters was originally John Wilkes Booth's gun. So it was like a Ship of Theseus thing where like they're like Ship of Theseus John Wilkes Booth gun, and that was a magic golden deagle. It just sucks. Is that a game? I only know The Medium as a TV show. No, The Medium isn't based on the TV show, but it is a game called The Medium. Oh my god, the big worm, the big tank. That's a lot. Oh, the joy of Resistance 1 is, okay, I've killed all the alien. Where do I go in the big empty room now? Now that I'm in the big empty room, where do I go next? Ah, I see. Traditional slowly go up elevator. Ah, I see. Men of culture, I see. Will that level transition me immediately, or will big scorpions come out of there? Never knew Gears wasn't set on Earth all this time. Yeah, you should read the Gears books. They give a lot of actual, like, expository, like, history to the world that they're on. That is much more interesting, I think. And the Emulsion Wars. Aw, man, it's too fast to have a scorpion moment. Damn it. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet in my mouth and I'm hungry. Maybe 6 feet is too many feet. Go, my goo. Did you read the Resistance books? I'm checking my brain. There is no information in my brain about whether or not there are Resistance books. I would not be surprised, but I do not remember seeing Resistance on the list of video game books I was looking at. Of course not, gamers don't read. No, we just respawn. That's why they don't let me go to church anymore, because I drank all the holy water. Oh, Resistance: The Gathering Storm 2009. Nah, I wouldn't read that. I'm done with my urban fantasy slop because I got to one of the books and then I peeped ahead to the last book in the series and found out they butcher a character, which is, you know, the classic dude who writes urban fantasy butchering the love interest character. We call it butchering because of Jim Butcher doing that in Dresden Files, so. Stop him. Oh, God, I gotta help my wife. Truck's in the ceiling again. Down, down. Truck, no, truck. Truck, get out of there. Truck, you want treats? Treats, food. Oh, fucking ceiling guy. Oh, of course, ceiling guy. Who do they fuck up in the Dresden Files? Oh, his, like, main love interest, the cop lady. I can't remember her name. Did they just unceremoniously, like, kill her? I mean, spoilers or whatever for Doo-Doo Wizard series, but that was one of my main points of, okay. Part of the Hearts of Iron 4 mod is real, I checked. Hearts of Iron 4 Resistance mod? Finally, Peem. Why do I keep going for the Goopler? Every time I keep using the Goopler. I don't know why. Am I hardwired to goop? Am I hardwired to dribble goop out of my fucking maw? Am I hardwired for it? Get the goop out of here! Stop gooping! Me when I'm playing a video game with long-range guns and I'm not using the long-range guns. Sometimes you kind of want to get rid of a weapon in your toolkit just because you keep accidentally switching to it and it keeps fucking sucking. You know what? No, the goop gun is good for this. I'm gonna give it to the goop gun for the worms. Get out of my goop cave, Mom. You gotta look at job applications. You gotta stop gooping it. Shut up, Mom. I'm gooping it. I don't gotta listen to you anymore. You can't kick me out. I've gooped the house too much. The inherent value of the home is far too low to kick me out. You need me and my goop. This is like when they used the goop from Roger to make the potato salad that everybody wanted to eat. Shut up, Mom. I'm gooping my pants while playing Mafia 3. You know, we get a lot of Slime Girl characters, but never like a stereotypical neckbeard made entirely of slime. His pants high. His pants ever so low, so it shows a little bit of crack. Wearing I don't know, Razor Kraken headphones. Did you have to say Razor Krakens? Zaffy, I'm sorry that you own Razor Krakens, but it is a stereotypical gamer headset. I will continue to use Razor Krakens as my go-to. Mayhaps look into a different headset.
Now I got my Razor Krakens on, and yeah, I'm ready to freaking game, dude. Let's get this bread. You guys logging into Guild Wars 2? Let's get this bread, huh?
I don't think I want a guy like that to have slime powers. That's why people always draw hot slime girls, but never like disgusting slime men. Slime girl fans can't even handle a fat slime girl most of the time.
The base to finish loading what supplies we could.
What's even the point? Well, headsets that don't have the ear pads flake off after a year, still haven't found one. I mean, I'm a streamer. I go microphone and the headphones.
Get in here.
Oh, Mick! Now, of course, that's for me, but I will say, even for my friends that don't stream or make content, a lot of them have just switched over to microphone and headphones. Although the affordability versus usually a headset is more affordable, understandable. But, I mean, if you want the headset feel, fuck, you can get like a nice pair of headphones and then get a mod mic for it. Because then it's just a mic that just slaps onto the side. Plus, like, remember too, if you're ever looking for audio equipment, I always say this because people somehow forget. Remember that there are so many dudes that have tried to start podcasts and they bought all brand new equipment only to record one episode that's 45 minutes of them bitching about their wives and they just stop doing it. And then that dude needs a lot of money, looks at his old podcast equipment and then puts it up on eBay for cheaper. You can find so many like pre-owned like microphones, USB or otherwise, and mixers on eBay for way cheaper than new, and most of them are barely used. Plus, like, you could always get like a older mic that's XLR and then a newer mixer that's a little bit nicer. And the older XLR mic will be basically the same tech that's in newer XLR mics. And that's a lot cheaper than, you know, going for a brand new setup. Oh my god, I fucking hate that they put these little rocket turrets right here at the beginning of this. Yeah, let's make the area where you control the spider tank really fucking small. They give you spider tank and then there's a not really... Okay, well, we're out of it, so I literally just had to walk forward, thank you. Go through a loading screen to go through a loading screen. I love that. So 5 seconds with the spider tank. Okay, a taste of it. What would be the point of making a tank have spider legs? Cool. Also, I don't know, easier traversal. I mean, treads already are kind of built that way, but spider legs look cooler. Plus, I mean, a lot of spider like tanks and media that use them can usually have some like verticality to them as well. But yeah, Nameless said, you think this is somebody's favorite game of all time? Yeah, I mean, Resistance 1, 2, and 3. Somebody's got to be fucking like, I love Resistance. It's fucking awesome. And it's like fine. It just, I mean, not as good as Halo. Same with Killzone. Like, it's fine. Not as good as Halo. Oh my god. It's 11:30. I keep forgetting. Every year I forget that the 4th of July is this bad. And then I'm like, it won't be this bad. And then it's always this bad. Like I've said on many slop streams before, there's a type of like Kyle energy where like, oh dude, you should play my favorite game of all time, Blackside Area 51. I think everybody has Kyle energy for one video game, and there are a lot of people that are like, probably, oh, Resistance, man. Resistance 1 and 2 and 3. It's my favorite game series. You should check them out. I'm shooting Roman candles outside of your house, Brendan. Sorry. Better than scented candles. I don't know how you'd fire those off. Oh, that's my controller. I'm not gonna lie, I heard a rat squeaking, right? And I was like, what is that noise? And then I realized, oh, it's because my fucking PS3 controller was a brand new one, so it's doing the squeaking bullshit. It sounds like a rat. And if you green this guy, he will hurt when he does fall. Am I Mario now? Insomniac, you some motherfuckers. You put me in fucking poop obby. They put me in the poop obby. God damn it. Another wonderful day in fucking poop obby with dog shit jumping. I am always disagreeing with people that are like, they need better engine or they need a different engine. I don't think my problem with Bethesda games has ever been the engine. But, you know, agree to disagree on that. I think my problem has always been, I literally look at something like Fallout New Vegas. People, you know, venerate that game into the hallowed halls of this is one of the best games ever fucking made. And part of that reason is not the game engine bad or the game dookie. It's because of the narrative and the player can experience consequences. And that is my problem in a game like Starfield, where you have the setting where you literally reset the world at the end of Starfield, which is the perfect, the perfect foundation and the perfect fucking canvas to do a Bethesda game where there is more to your choices, where your choices actually fuck up the universe, fuck up the factions, and fuck things up. Because you're a Starborn and because you can reset the world. And then they don't do it. It's still, and everything is awesome, and everything sucks. You reset the world, and then everything is awesome, and then everything, and you collect the 50 Poopus crystals, and even like the Rangers narrative that I liked a lot, where it's a lot of like figuring out why a corporation is fucking over like small-time farmers and trying to take over their land, ends with Do you kill bad guy, or do you take money from bad guy? And then if you kill the bad guy, one of his employees who heard his evil speech walks up to you and says, I can't believe you did that. Don't you know he creates jobs? And you go, oh, brother, this sucks, dude. Even though you literally heard his evil speech about like fucking killing people, taking their land, and like ruining fucking planets, ruining their ecosystems, just for a little bit of profit. You heard this and you're like, I can't believe you'd kill that businessman. It was evil. It was my boss. He creates jobs. Or like the quest in Starfield where you meet a ship that has been like left Earth before FTL was created. So it's a big colony ship that has been floating in space to a destination that has already been inhabited. Which I love that idea. I love the idea of a colony ship being sent out right before FTL was created. And they don't know, and so by the time they get to the planet they were supposed to colonize, people have already colonized it and made it a fucking corpo paradise planet. But then you get there and you're like, your options are A, enslave all the colony ship people, or B, help them find a new planet, or C, blow up their ship. And it's like, I can't do anything against the bad guys. I can't like walk down and kill the corpos. I can't like just fucking kill them and then give the people the planet. Like, not saying that's the best solution, but that not even as an option to let me kind of live with my own failures is like the RPG equivalent of you have to put your mittens on, you got to protect your fingers, you don't want to hurt yourself, you slam your hand on the car door every day when you leave the car. Like, it's I can't speak on like, you know, development because I'm too stupid. I don't look at computer, and I'm not going to take the basic gamer take of like you know, I don't know enough of Bethesda's inner workings. I don't like bugs in games, and sometimes it's fucking annoying, but, you know, that's not something that I am particularly educated on, and I will leave that to people, that criticism to people who are educated enough to actually talk about it in an interesting way. For me, my problem has been and always will be RPG and narrative design, because that's one thing I actually care about, is making sure that your choices matter, and you feel like in an RPG, in a role-playing game, you are playing a fucking role, and not just the, you know, 2 or 3 roles the developer wants you to play. The big Xenomonster was a quest line was a letdown for me. Did you like the serious science people that were, hey, I have this idea, we can bring back the evil monster's natural predator when they're baby, and then slowly over time we can depopulate the monster, or make a fucked up evil virus that killed them immediately that could mutate and transfer to humans? And all of your scientist friends were like, why don't you want to make the fucked up evil virus? We're mad at you because you don't want to make the evil virus that fucks everybody up. Why don't you want to make the evil fucked up virus? What are you, stupid? I mean, like I said, I've talked about this a billion times before. The narrative design in Bethesda is a bit weak. And that has been a problem since, I mean, Oblivion, Fallout 3, Fallout 4, Skyrim. They want to make an RPG where you can do everything, and I respect that to a degree, but I kind of like failure. Failure and success leads to better growth for your character, and it also, I feel like, emotionally endears the player more to the game, and then also makes you want to replay the game instead of playing through it once with one character and then doing all the thing. And so, yeah, anyway, I think Bethesda just needs better narrative directors and more opportunities for players to live with their failures rather than never fail at all. Failure shouldn't be, dang, I died because Big Troll killed me. I better reload and guzzle some funny potion. And yeah, like, well, you know, one of their narrative directors has worked on big games that make big money. You know, I mean, and they're going to keep him on because he make big game and make the big money. I just, you know, I wish they made more interesting decisions and let the player, you know, fail. I like failure. I like failing. I like little secret hidden things, and I like being able to like take options that aren't obvious right at the gate. It's not all about like the power fantasy, but, you know, well, Skyrim sold 80 billion copies. Fallout 4 sold 80 billion copies. And at the very least, at least Fallout 4 is a good modding platform, and at least Skyrim is a good modding platform, and we'll always have Skyrim grandma, so I thank Skyrim for that. And at least there's one good DLC for Fallout 4, and, well, one well-written DLC for Fallout 4. Resistance said, I don't think so, pal. Yeah, I mean, I'm dying because I'm stupid. I'm not locking in, buddy. I'm in the big alien elevator. I'm not locking in right now. Far Harbor is good narratively. I like it. Far Harbor, not only like good narratively, but also like the the general area, the creatures, and everything kind of surrounding it. Far Harbor is probably my favorite part of Fallout 4. Do you thought of no automaton? If I could go back in time and do one thing to the PlayStation 3, I would say, please make the controller 10% larger, please. You're gonna do it with the PS4, the PS1, the PS4. You're gonna do it with the PS4, do it with the PS3. Please make it feel like I'm not holding a child's toy when I'm gaming on it. Really hating on the PS3 controller today? Yeah, I am, because it fucking sucks, dude. It's ass. It was ass, it is ass, it continues to be ass. AVGN should do a video based on just how much the PS3 controller fucking sucks. Yeah, if you got tiny hands, like if you're Gnorm the Gnome, absolutely, I get loving the PS3 controller. If you are like a rat looking for cheese and you pick up a PS3 controller and your clawed paw, then abso-fucking-lutely, dog, you're gonna love the PS3. Is it wrong that I want to buy the exact same controller used when the submarine sank last year? Jorf, let me hit you with this. I used to game on that controller. Don't do it. That Logitech controller is a pile of shit. Like, not accounting for the fact that what the fuck they use that to pilot a submarine and not literally anything fucking else, but that Logitech controller is a giant pile of shit. PS5 is the best controller. Changed my mind. I like the 360 controller more. The weight is better. The feeling of the plastic is better. And also the PS5 has the dog shit light bar and the dog shit touchpad, which are completely unnecessary and drain battery life for no reason. There has never been a moment where I would rather have the touchpad versus a select button or an option button. There is no point to it other than this is a gimmick to make it look like the controller. Never been a point to it. Never needed to be a point to it. It's ass. Like it because I use it for most games, to be fair. I like the feel of it. Do wish didn't need the touch bar. I like the weight of it, and that's about it. I do like that it's weighted, and I like that it's heavy. But I still think the 360 controller is better. It has a better comfort and a better feel. I just wish my 360 controller was a bit heavier. It's an aftermarket one, so I don't use it. The problem with that Logitech controller, too, is I used to play games on that way back in the day, is that the buttons fucking stick really easily, and the thumbsticks are doo-doo. Much like me on Taco Tuesday, it's diarrhea farting. The PS5 speaker, the controller is awesome. No, it's not. It sucks. Don't even try. That's bait. There has been one time. I will give you one time. There's been one time the PS4, PS5 controller speaker has been cool. One time. And that was Evil Within 2 because the ghost would whisper through the controller, and that was kind of scary. And that's the one time it's been cool. It's cool. It's the only time it's been cool, and I've never seen another horror game take advantage of the PS5 speaker like that. Evil Within 2 is best on PlayStation because that's fucking scary. When I played through Evil Within 2 and it did that, I was like, holy shit, this is the best implementation of the PS4 speaker. There will never be another one that is this good. Every other one is going to suck. Because guess what? The Wii already did that. The Wii had a speaker in the Wiimote, and guess what? It sucked. The thing you didn't need to take away from the Wiimote was the doo-doo speaker. What do you like better, Wiimote or the Switch Joy-Cons? Neither. Whenever I had a Wii U, I would use the controller, and when I have a Switch, I use the controller. Wiimote speaker was so funny. Wario, when he's yelling about me about his stinky onion farts through the Wiimote, I would laugh every time. Never played a Wii game. Don't know if they do that. Assume. I play this when you play something good like Fear 3. Bait used to be believable, man. Back in the day, Bait used to be believable. Back in the old day, Town Crier would say some dog shit about the Brewers Ale, and he'd get absolutely beaten the shit out of. Nowadays, Village Idiots don't even try. Next stream, could you rank every controller ever? I can do that right now, buddy. 360 controller, S tier. Every other controller... 360 controller, S tier. PS4 controller... C tier, PS5 controller, B tier, every other controller, F. GameCube sucks, Wiimote sucks, PS2 controller sucks, PS3 controller sucks, Dreamcast controller sucks, N64 controller sucks. It's literally that easy. PS1 DualShock controller, PS1 non-DualShock controller sucks. Where's the Duke at? Xbox and Xbox original controllers, I would put them at C to B. The Duke at C, the normal original at B. Where's the Cube controller? What, for the Okama Game Sphere? Anybody read Project Hail Mary? I read half of it years ago. The half I read was good. I don't know why I stopped reading it. I know the movie is coming out soon. It's like The Martian for me, where like I wasn't really wanting to read more science-y sci-fi. The Amazon Luna controller? What are you going to bring up next? The fucking... Oh, what about the Stadia controller? What about the Ouya Breaking Bad Walter White controller? Okay, Brendan, this is really important, but what about the Game Boy Micro, huh? I don't know, man. My controller right now is squeaking like there's a rat inside of there. I like the Xbox Elite controller, especially for fighting games. Clean yourself. How many times have you said that? And people have said, why don't you get a fight stick? Not saying that that's the wrong opinion, because I'm very much, if I play a fighting game, I'd rather have a controller. But how many times have you brought up your controller preferences and been told, why don't you get a fight stick? But you see, what if you had a fight stick? It's like, buddy, I didn't play on the arcade. I'm not learning how to play on the arcade. I already know how to touch a controller. What about the Rube Goldberg controller? Now you're just making stuff up. What about the fleshy zombie PS2 controller? Is a flight stick not more expensive than an Elite controller? I mean, comparable price. I think you can get a cheaper fight stick for about, I want to say 150. 200 to 300 for a decent one. I bet you can get one for 80. I bet there's like a cheaper one that's around 80. I used to fight stick against Brendan and got my ass beat. Now I'm in limbo. Exactly. Rock tried to beat me at a fighting game and lost. And I used a funny controller. Like, hitboxes are pretty cheap. What about the PC peripheral that was a pistol attached like a sphere for an advanced FPS aim? I don't know, dude. What if I connected you directly to the computer through my Grok chip and we Gork chipped it into the desktop so that you could control it with your mind? What about the DK bongos? I only bust out the DK bongos when me and my wife are playing naked Donkey Kong, so. I have an N64. I don't bring it out of storage ever, but I have one. Naked bongos. What about the N-Gage? Don't hit me with Nokia N-Gage. If I have to play against somebody in CSGO using Neuralink, I'd probably give up or send a zip bomb to their brain. If you are playing against somebody using the fucking Neuralink and playing CSGO, all you have to do is turn on all comms and then play some fucking songs. It'd fuck them up. Their synapses would fire off in the wrong way. You don't have to zip bomb somebody with a Neuralink. You're just gonna have to play Mambo number 5 and they're gonna lose control of their bladder. Like, it's... I got a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, every... We're gonna bring back into the old day when you used to have to call on the phone to hack people. We're gonna bring back phone hacking, but it's for the Neuralink. I'm just fucking sending people an MP3 of Mambo number 5 through the Neuralink, and it fucks them up. It's like when like an octopus dies and you put salt on it and it starts wriggling around. The brain looked like that. If Chatter bought you the GameCube Resident Evil Chainsaw controller, would you play Resident Evil on stream with it? No. Number 1, that's far too much fucking money to spend on a gag gift to a streamer. Number 2, I'm not gonna subject myself to that. When the EMP turns your brain off. When Krillin's famous ability, Solar Flare, fires off from the sun and oop, your Neuralink is fried, buddy. Guess you have locked-in syndrome. Can't browse Facebook, can't move your hands, but aren't you glad you got your brain fucking chipped? I never understand anybody who want to get their brain chipped. Like, government already know what I'm doing and where I am at all times. I don't need them to see into my brain. Don't want them to see into my brain. Want the thoughts to glide smooth off. They're gonna put me in the, what is it, the ADHD work camp already, so. Oh yeah, use a Flipper Zero to make them speak Duke Nukem lines. Not even Duke Nukem lines, just Ventrilo harassment. Hey, Johnson, how's that Neuralink treating you? 4 strength, 4 stamp, leather belt. Sorry, I just, leather belt. Now, why did I blow up the toilet? Is that a reference to blowing up the porcelain, or did I get bombed? I think I got bombed. Listen, the only way I would use the OG Xbox Steel Battalion controller is if somebody could figure out a way to wire it up to Katamari, because I think that'd be funny. I'm trying to roll my orb, but I don't know what button is left and what button is right. I'm trying to roll my fucking orb. Brendan, how do you feel about the upcoming Orc Wars? You know, I'm really thinking that the elves have got this one in the bag, but only because they've been training bows so much. In general, I think we're going to lose the Gnomish capital. I do think that I do think that the goblins are definitely going to make strides in the cities, in the capital city's sewers. But I don't know, dude. I think the elves have got this in the bag. They've been talking about making a larger bow and cooler trees. So yeah, this time the Orc War, I think the elves have got it in the bag. I've already bet on FanDuel. I'm going all in on elves. I've already put 200 down on elves. So I love when they give you a vehicle fight and they do not give you any RPG ammo. It's my favorite. Figure it out, Bozo. You've got this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's me. Fucking Bozo the Clown. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Shoot it in the orb. Yes, sir. As always. Oop. Why am I getting Omega Flowey laughter? What's happening? Why am I feeling fucking... Nope, I'm fine. Okay. Where? Is there a big thing somewhere? Oh, there's a big guy. Howdy there, big guy. I missed you, big guy. I didn't see you there. Yeah, you're almost done. It's okay, bud. You can go to hell. You can go to hell. Enjoy hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. Go to hell. Thank you. We love the chunk. Now, will I blow up in the toilet? I wanted to look at this. I like that it comes with a plunger, and it's the right plunger. Man, Insomniac, I know this game is not your best work, of course, but damn, I appreciate you putting the correct plunger in the son of a bitch. Too many video games on... Oh, I didn't know about the goop spider. I'm so sorry. The what? I'm sorry. I didn't know about the goop spider. What the fuck prompted you to play Resistance today? I don't know. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. I just wanted to play it, I think. I love the design of the Chimera in this game, actually. I think my biggest problem really is that it's just got the brown palette. And like some brown slop shooters, Resistance and Killzone aren't really brown slop shooters. But Resistance, I feel like I remember pretty much all of the Resistance games. They take a little bit to pick up. Do you do the thing? 1 second. No, you can't do the thing. All right, lame. Understood. I wanted to see if this was a video game staple, big pillar set piece. Large fan of big pillar set piece. When you see a big pillar and it's destructible. Thought Killzone was gray. Gray and brown. Killzone's art style is kind of desaturated on purpose to make the Hellgas pop a little bit more with the red. But even then, still kind of gray, still kind of brown. I was 11 when this game came out. I was a big PlayStation fanboy, and I thought it was meh even back then. Like I say all the time, Resistance 1 does some cool things. Like the gun loadout is weirdly neat. Some of the story elements are bugs in your mouth. That's kind of funny. But mid overall. Killzone also has that problem where like Hellgas are really cool, but they're the bad guys. Some of the guns are really fucking neat. Some of the set pieces are cool, but then the narrative in Killzone blows ass. It just, what if they were evil and from the moon? What if they genetically modified your mom so she had a fatter ass? Oh! Putting your mom in the CRISPR to make her tits larger. Oh! Like it just, I keep saying it, but if you take the bad parts of Killzone and Resistance, if you take the good parts of Killzone and Resistance and pop them together, you have a pretty fucking good game. Brendan, want to run that bias, one bias again? I don't think that was in Killzone. No, I don't know what you're talking about. That was in Killzone. They're putting chemicals in the water to make your mom have a fatter ass. I remember Killzone and Resistance multiplayer was pretty fun. Yeah, but that's kind of like any video game with friends, dog. I've met people who said that Homefront multiplayer was fun. I still wish we got like a Killzone and a Resistance like Master Chief collection, but we're not getting that, so... Sony be like, here, Naughty Dog, $1 billion to make your fucking, I don't know, logo game. You see, that's a Porsche, and that's a Yamaha, and that's a... We gotta make the game that kills John F. Kennedy. I hate to be that guy, but did you not take a history class? His head just did that. I don't know if you know your history, but I do. I'm here to inform you, his head just did that. What about Disney's head do, though? I don't know, man. They probably keep it in a Bacta tank in the Star Wars land now. If you put in a special code, you can see it. If you're part of, what is it? Doesn't Disneyland have a rich person club? Or like if you're a rich person, you get special Disneyland? GTA 6 is going to make the industry better or worse. The campaign and the writing will be good. And then the online will be as predatory as 5. Probably worse. Because I can't wait for people to be mad and be like, here's discourse that I'm already predicting for GTA 6. Do you want to hear it? This will be GTA 6 discourse for people. Hammerhead emote. Can I see the hammerhead emote, please, for this one? I have to do the voice, too. I'm going to have to see the hammerhead emote. I can predict the discourse for GTA 6. I need a hammerhead emote to get me started, though. Thank you. Ugh. Play GTA 6, but it's kind of fucking bullshit. And I'm going to send death threats to developers because why did I spend $500 of my mother's money on GTA 5 and none of that transfers over? And you will hear gamers who have played video games for years at this point who should know you're not going to get your stuff from GTA 5 into 6's online. But the big, besides like woman character, the only discourse I can think of that will be kind of funny, but that will be fucking annoying when GTA 6 comes out is, why does my stuff not transfer over to brand new different game? All my loot and cool cars. What the fuck? And my me wouldn't be like, well, because it wasn't gonna, dude. Like, it's, I mean, at the very least, honestly, they could probably give you like a long-time customer award, but they're not gonna do that. That's free stuff. My flying bike and my freaking cool semi-truck and none of it transfers over? What the fuck? Because if there is one truth about gamers is they hate losing their stuff. GTA 6 will be $80 and still sell billions of dollars in one day? Absolutely. With Grand Theft Auto, they could fart in a glass jar and sell that as GTA 6 and it would still make $8 billion. Now, I don't often say this, but like GTA 6 is kind of, it doesn't matter how bad it is on launch, it's kind of too big to fail. And I'm not going to knock on wood because it would be funny if it wasn't too big to fail, but it's a brand name that has too many memories and too many people care about it to the point where even if 6 sucked, people will still buy it. Even if 6 had a gameplay loop like Mafia 3. Plus, I mean, Rockstar has an amazing track record. I mean, think about all the people who, think about all the dudes in their, I want to say like from the ages of 25 to 45 that have made Red Dead Redemption 2 part of their personality. And I'm not saying that it's not a good game, but like, Rockstar has A, a good track record, and B, even if GTA 5 Online is predatory as fuck, like, people still buy the shark cards. IDK, I don't expect much out of GTA 6 story. I don't know, man. Red Dead Redemption story was good. GTA 5 story was good. I have some misgivings with GTA 5 story. But, like, realistically, it'll probably be good. I'm not wishing doom and gloom, but the track record stands. It's probably going to be a good story. All it has to be is better than GTA 5. Do I think it'll be as good as Red Dead 2? No, but all it has to do is better than 5. And 5 story, it was okay. It had some really cool moments. It had hype moments and aura. They're very good at character writing. Yeah, they figured it out. They figured out video game writing, which is write it. That's crazy, but that's the secret. You have to write it. It's insane, but that's all it takes. Still sad we didn't get Red Dead Undead Nightmare for Red Dead 2. We were never gonna, dude. After GTA 5, if Rockstar puts out a game, it doesn't matter if it's Red Dead or GTA or even if they make another Bully, there will not be single-player DLC for it. It's crazy that RDR2 is written and plays as well as it does because they will focus on, we want to tack on the multiplayer mode and we want you to buy the gold bars or the shark cards or the service. It's like Red Dead 2 story, good. Grand Theft Auto 5 story, all right. Would I have liked some of the wackier DLCs like in GTA 4 or like Red Dead 1? Absolutely, but we're beyond that. GTA 6 will come out. It'll have that tacked on online mode. It'll get support for like 10 to 15 years, just like GTA 5. And there will be no single player DLC. They do not care about single player DLC because why release a $20 DLC that people will play and then put down when you can sell one car for $5 to $10 and then millions of people will buy the one car, but then you can put like 20 to 30 cars and making a car for $20 is way cheaper than making, I don't know, like an entire dev cycle DLC. Because why do that? Why do that? Put in a little content in the multiplayer, make like 5 new cars, make $1 gazillion because people go, whoa, new cars, awesome. You make one digital car and sell it 100,000 times. And then you can make 1 million digital car and sell all of those for 100,000 times. It's like, well, you can earn it with in-game money, but it takes a lot longer to do that. So why don't you pony up the cash, buddy? I know you were thinking about buying lunch at work tomorrow, but instead of buying lunch at work, why don't you buy some freaking shark cards, huh? Wouldn't that make you happy to have a cool car? Why buy groceries when you can have Bob Belcher in Fortnite, am I right? This is making sense to me. I'm like, oh, I get this. Fake car cheaper than real car. Grab your mommy's credit card. I bet she's got it in her purse. I get the funny numbers on the back and put it in there. If you get mommy's credit card and you put it in there, then you can get freaking free cars. And your mother will never know. Oh yeah, GTA 6. Yeah, absolutely. Finally, dude. Now we're cooking. Digital serfdom. Awesome. Metaverse all over again. Metaverse 2.0. Grocery store and Grand Theft Auto 6 online. Now I'm not just a baron in real life with all my millions of dollars, but also in the digital world. For almost bow to me. You know what I always wanted to do in video games? Buy groceries with real money. I have to buy my character orange, otherwise they die. My character in GTA 6 just got scurvy. Do you know how much orange costs in real life? A couple of bucks, maybe. But in Grand Theft Auto 6, it's $1 orange. That's way cheaper than real orange. Ever since the orange trees died out, and I can't get any citrus anymore because of the great heat. I don't know what oranges taste like, but in Grand Theft Auto 6, I can pretend. Me when I was a kid, I want to be a pilot or an astronaut. Me as an adult, man, I'm gonna have to learn how to blacksmith to eat, huh? Me as a kid, God, I can't wait. I hope I work in video games something. Me as an adult, I hope this ground finds purchase for the crops. This ground is rocky, and I don't think that it will birth life. This soil is not fertile. Where will I build? Where will I grow? And how will I eat? Every day I go into the big goop pit, and I take just a little bit of slime for myself, but they get mad at me for taking the slime. Every day I get just a little bit of government slime because I am want to eat that. And every day I try to grow new crops, but the heat is too great, and the soil, it's too poor. I've been watching this for like 4 hours and haven't processed anything that has happened. Welcome to Resistance 1. It gets a bit better in the future. Tomorrow will be a bit better. Man, this handles like shit. It handled better when I wasn't like locked in the ice. Is this a roll around while my guy tries to shoot the tank, or do you want me to get out and kill him? Because I feel like I'm gonna have a better time killing this guy than my guy in my car. Oh no, he got it. All right. My twig and berries. Holy shit, he's talking about peeing. Never mind, this game is peak. Now, do you just take a certain amount of damage, or is there a weak spot that I have to hit? This is at least kind of neat. Spider versus spider, I see. Big spider versus small spider, who wins? This is actually just how spiders fuck. Like, the female spiders are usually on average larger than dude spiders. Real giant enemy spider, that's what you can get on the PS3. This was the giant enemy spider generation. This was the Ridge Racer generation. I think this is just, it has a big health bar, but I don't know. Boss fights like this in video games like this are sometimes a bit ambiguous. Oh no, he's giving me hints. All right, just a little bit more. Now fight my two dipshit spider sons. Okay. Damn it. Ah, I died. That's crazy. I can't believe that I freaking died to the spider sons. Wow, I can't wait to do all of that again. Oh, I was fucking goddamn son of a bitch. Ah, Spider Sara, the endless cycle of Spider Sara, rebirth into guilt. Caught in an infinite spider's loop. I love it. See, this is one of those things where big fuck vehicle sections have never gotten better than Halo. Saying it. Do you know why I'm saying it? Big fuck vehicle sections were best in Halo because you could just forego the fucking tank, you could forego the fucking Warthog, and it had backups in case your vehicle got destroyed. It has been 20 years since Halo 3, and vehicle sections in video games have not progressed nor gotten better. It is always big arena, one car, long drive, no inspiration, no sauce, big fuck health bar on the big thing, avoid the big thing. No alternate solutions because they don't think that you're going to think. There's an exotic mission in Destiny 2 that is mostly a vehicle section, and I think it's good, although the vehicles are mostly trivial because you're just at the jag. Yeah, and who made Halo, buddy? Who? Yeah, and just give me a little hint here. Who made Halo? There's a good vehicle section in Destiny 2, and who made Halo? No music to fuel your power fantasy. Power fantasy? I feel like I'm made out of paper mache. The tiny spiders are doing worse to me than the big spider did. I think this is why Resistance 1 is bad. Not because of the guns, the gameplay, the dog shit spiders fights like this, but because it's set in Britain. I love vehicle section. I love vehicle sections where the enemy has a hit scan weapon on their fucking vehicle and you're not able to repair your vehicle, and their hit scan weapon or projectile weapon can immediately fucking rip you apart. I love vehicle sections with a clunky fucking vehicle where the enemies also have the same clunky fucking vehicle, but there's no way to repair your goddamn fucking vehicle unless you literally die at the checkpoint. Because they didn't put a secondary vehicle that you could just pick up and fucking get into. I love it. And this is why there are multiple Warthogs in Halo vehicle levels. There are multiple tanks in vehicle levels. This is why there are all alternatives. Or you can get into an enemy vehicle, you can get into a ghost, or you can get into a wraith. I don't know why it's so hard to be like, what if we fucking put toys around for the player? What if there were toys? Like, how have we forgotten that? I mean, this is an older game still, but even this still applies to modern video games, I think, to a degree. Is how have we forgotten that we just like toys? Video games are also, they're art, but they're also toys. Give me more toys. I love when here's that fucking tank level enemy. What if you fought them in the fucking arena? I know. Where's my goop at? Thank you. You fire goop. I also fire goop. I'm getting on with it. Fucking spiders. I'm dead because of spiders. A glop on glop action. Straight up glopping out of my fucking gourd. And there it is. Yep, thank you for the big hit. I know. I literally don't move fast enough to be able to deal with you. I do not have a sprint button, so you... And they didn't give me any rocket launcher ammo. This game is so fucking stingy with big fights and rocket launcher ammo in the weirdest fucking way. Am I even supposed to fight the spider, or am I supposed to fucking run? I'm not sure. I don't know either. He's saying get on with it, but get on with what? Am I going this? Here. Are you? You're not even bombs. Are you bombs? Thank you. Woe be upon Insomniac if they put me in a spider mission and didn't fucking put bombs in here. Resistance would have been better if the protagonist was Mormon and had tried converting the aliens. Now, before you kill me... No, don't eat me. No, I have to tell you about Joseph Smith and his magic hat. I see you're interested in the words of Joseph Smith. I'd like to tell you about his magic hat. Now, we're not going to talk about the, I guess the angel stuff in this one, but I think you're really going to love his golden tablets and his magic hat. Oh God, no iron sight, of course, just like the other bullseye. I literally just have to pump and dump in this section, don't I? Enemies running so fucking fast, me firing the blue blur at them. So easy. Who'd they get to playtest this? My Nana? What if Gears of War was set in Iowa? Dom, get some of that corn. I'm a hungry little feller. Marcus, my wife. Don't worry about your wife, Dom. There's a sale down at the Hy-Vee. They got meats at the butcher counter, Dom. We gotta get there. Go up into the monolith now. Go kill the alien here. Go up into the monolith now. Shoot him with your gun. I'm telling you, Undertale would have been a better game if you just had a gun from the start. Undertale, you should have had a gun. There should have been some kind of liquid that drove you insane. You should have been working for the Mantel Corporation. It should have been first person. It should have been called Haze instead of Undertale. Toby Fox, get on this. I mean, cool Goop Factory. Like, I'm not gonna deny the Goop Factory is cool. I just wish it wasn't desaturated to shit. Gundertale win. Doesn't Gundertale Yellow, doesn't that have a gun? Aren't you a cowboy? Yip yip yahowie. I mean, it's a fan game, but don't you have a gun in that one? Because you're a cowboy? Does Papyrus or Sans say the slur? I mean, Sans. Have you not seen Undertale Sans plays Call of Duty with Joe Biden and Obama? That's crazy. When the AI President's Gaming Channel added Sans to the roster, I thought, man, this is already dog shit, but it's even worse dog shit now. But somehow they brought it back. The CGI baby in Squid Game should have been a cowboy. The CGI dancing baby from the late 90s, early 2000s should have been the main character of Undertale. Would have made me feel like I understood Undertale better, because I too am a CGI dancing baby. They should have a fucking Super Smash Brothers of like famous baby. The baby from Roger Rabbit, the baby from Twilight, the babies from Baby Geniuses, the big baby from Baby Geniuses, the baby from Resident Evil Village. The puppy monkey baby is now in the baby brawl. Boss baby has joined the team. Tommy Pickles is here to pacify. Chumbawamba Tub Thumper versus Super Bust-A-Move Baby. Nirvana Baby has been patched out. I fucking hate you, Harley Jarvis. I fucking hate you, Chucky Finster. That's gonna be the comms when people are playing Super Smash Babies. Stop using Tommy Pickles and Dill Pickles. Stop it. They're like ice climbers, but they have a way crazier ult. Stop it. Stop summoning Reptar. Stop summoning Reptar. Will the Smosh Babies make the roster? They're trophies. Oh, dude, just got a new trophy in Super Smash Babies. What is it? Baby shoes never worn? Oh. Ew. Oh, yeah, well. Me when I'm like, what if we make the library but dog shit? I get that. Is that the bit? I'm feeling like the bit is the library but dog shit. Really getting the... Dude, just replayed Halo recently. Working on Resistance. I came up with an awesome segment. What if it was like the library but shit? Oh, dude, with no guilty spark and just fucking hordes of enemies? Yeah, dude, that'd be cool. Oh, what if we put a big spider in there? I'm fucking so sick of the big spider. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. At least the gibbing is cool. I like the gibs. Brendan, what do you think the best cover art for a video game is? Super Busta Moves got me thinking, like released on shelves cover art. I want to see it at the store. Sorry, in the mind caves right now. Let me think. The best video game cover art in the mind caves right now. What's that one game that was like a space shooter, but it had the old man on the front? Because that one went pretty hard. Phalanx, yeah. Be dead, thank you. He's spewing. Oh, Lord, is he spewing? Yeah, Phalanx, old man with a banjo. That's what I think of when I think of cool cover art, where I think of old man with banjo kind of cool. Imagine, like, and like, I don't know, man. I feel like this is once again we've lost our way. But like cover art when video games were much younger, all the way up to the PS2 era, cover art was always much fucking funnier because we had way less people involved in video games that didn't know what the fuck was going on. We had way more people involved that didn't know what the fuck they were doing art for. They had no idea what the fuck they were doing. Just put an old man with a banjo on there. Americans will love it. Like, it's... We got the 7th gen and it was all man with gun. All man with gun standing stoically, yeah. Man with gun inverted for inversion. Like, it will always be man with gun. It always was man with gun. And yeah, a lot of the time it wasn't even man with gun, just man. Usually just silhouette of man. Video game cover art when it just, oh, dude, what are we gonna do today? Oh, what if we do a silhouette with man, but his head is slightly turned around so you can barely see his face? Oh, the face is slightly masked in darkness, so it gives a little bit of mystery. Oh, yeah, let's do that about 70 fucking times. And it's, there it is! Where's it gonna stop, you think? Look at it fucking go, dude. That's impressive. Ah, it ran out of sauce. That's pretty good, though. I thought it would have despawned by then. It kept fucking going. Oh, goody. And I will fight 1 billion spiders, and I will fight 1 billion more. This guy legitimately has no idea what to fucking do. He didn't think he'd live. Buddy, are you shell-shocked? Why did you look up? What did you look down and look back up at me for? What the fuck? I think he gave me bedroom eyes? What the Hey man, can I see that again? Hey man, what's up? You okay? What? Are you checking me out? What the fuck? Hey, what the fuck? Hey man, what's up? You figure it out? What's up, man? You checking me out? Oh, hey, whoa, buddy. Eyes off the prize, man. Don't you dare look at my fucking package, buddy. I gotta get out of here. He was fucking locked in, dude. You gotta leave me alone. I'm gonna tell my CEO. If the, well, American military destroyed by big alien, I guess it don't matter anymore. Can love to bloom in the chiral tower? Watch your 6 there, soldier. So watch your 6 there, soldier. Stop looking at my penis, soldier. This is the worst place to have a firefight. I'm sorry. Having a firefight on the dog shit wire is a terrible place to do it, Insomniac. I hope you learn your lesson by 2 tomorrow. I really hope they don't do this in 2. I don't remember a segment like this in 2, but I don't remember much about 2, because this ain't it, buddy. Oh my god, I just can't fucking, I can't move. I can't nudge the controller. Trying to just firmly grasp it. Just nudge the joystick. Reloading so I can put an entire fucking magazine into you while also 1 billion enemy fire through. This is just a lot, dude. It's not like, this is why I'm playing this shit. Like, you're like, oh, Brendan, play it on easy. But, like, literally, this is why. That and, you know, PS3, can't connect to Wi-Fi, so no patches. We play this raw. I don't want to play, I don't want to make it easier. No. I want to see the release version. We're playing this raw. Are they gonna pad out the runtime it's somehow? Yeah, no, I know. It's the slop shooter trick. Make encounters annoying instead of fun, because if you make the encounters too fun, you're not gonna spend as much time in the campaign. Hello, friends. I'm ready for another big fucker fight. Oh, no, yeah, this is, how much oh, yeah, that's a lot of rocket ammo. This is, yeah, I know I have a bogey hot on my trail. Oh, you guys have a bogey hot on your trail. Yeah, because it's big fucker again. Ooh, why does he sound like Thwomp? He's shitting. Oh, two of them. Oh, the famous tried and true method of the boss fight. What if there was two of them? And what if they had ads? Good. My freak squad, I will grow ever attached to you. You will be my all-time favorite friends. I hope that you don't immediately get Mack trucked by the enemies up ahead. Oops. Or blown up by me. Okay, good. I was trying to switch my weapon. My boy brigade, my sweet guys, my cool dudes. You know what, I'm leaving. They're fine. Or dead. I don't think they're gonna follow me at all. Nah, those two guys dropped in, said, we're gonna help you out. No, you're not. You are not gonna be helpful in the slightest. You will walk into wall and walk into enemy and then die. Bad news, Brendan, you're off the Resistance speedrun world record by 6 hours. Damn it, I thought it was so close! Anyway, it guy, shoot at him, watch him die. Oh no, you have to get out of there, Hale. The tower is coming down. It's going to freaking blow up if you don't get out of there. Oh. Yeah, that was a load-bearing rod. Well, it was a big energy rod. You blew up the big energy rod and then you were done. We have to wait for the guy. It's too late. We blew up one tower out of 8,000 million towers. Great job, everybody. It's like, you blew up the Citadel, great job. But what about the 4,000 other Citadels? Oh, it's a small victory, it's a small victory. Now the British can go back to eating bean on toast. Oh, you blow up the central tower and then all the other tower blow up. Spam and eggs for all. But what if there was a Resistance 2? Ah, that's right. The Chimera aren't a big problem. It's not a worry, because there was only one big tower. Unless, yeah, Resistance 2 be like, man, still fall in Resistance 3. Can you believe it? Man continues to fall.